So apparently YouTube is saving all of these now for me, and I don't have the best angle. We're here. I made a notification, so because apparently some people are not being notified, so I'm doing this. And the only reason I'm talking with 0 viewers right now is if YouTube was recording it and leaving it, I'd rather it be there. I still have no schedule on how I'm doing these. Actually, you know what? Let me share this live to our community tab so everybody knows. 386 people. Very proud of that. Very much loving the Mystic family here. How do I share it? Create post, yeah. How do I put create post? Oh, was the button right there was post. Oh, there you go. You have to put a caption. So, okay, I got a caption. We got a viewer. I had to put the end of the weekend thing live, whatever. So I promised I'd be live. So I'm here live, sitting out in my parents' garage. I came over here again. You know the stuff with my grandfather passing. So I come over here. Been reflecting a lot of life. I went back to my old stomping ground bar to where I used to go when me and SP would split up. Me and her talked very much dry stuff. It's because I keep trying to play with the 3D because I'm trying to rush things along a little bit. And that's something I always tell you guys not to do and something I'm guilty of myself because almost like right now that I'm re-pushing to get my comedy channel moving again and to move this channel forward. My vision is I always wanted to get the YouTube silver plaque, and I don't know if that's 1,000 or 10,000 followers, but I always thought it would be cool to have that for like my comedy and film channel, which I've finally actually today I posted a video to that, and I had this affirmation: all my videos go viral. I posted a video on the vlog TikTok that popped off, and I didn't even pay for a promotion on it. And then I posted one on my YouTube channel that I've had for years and never broke 100 subscribers, jumped up to 103. So I don't know if that was you guys coming over there and supporting, but a video didn't go viral, but got 6,000 views almost in an hour. And I was pretty amazed and proud of that, just using affirmations and detachment and not caring. So I do believe that anything is possible through that. Like, I mean, I've never applied the law to my dreams, but I would love for my silver play button to be silver. I think is the first one you get. It's been a while since I really dreamed about the YouTube thing, but I would love for it to be on this channel with you guys and share that and to see the Mystic name. I do love my other channels because they're sentimental to me. That yeah, I started out. I was thinking back to all the times when I first started acting and the people I met and went back. Like I said, I went to the bar where I used to go when me and SP would break up. I ran into some people there. I had a potential SP that I was going to manifest when I actually did manifest her to a degree. Here's a quick little success story. Since this will be saved, it's like I'm doing a video. I had an SP when me and SP broke up because, like I said, I was at the time when we broke up last, I was kind of on the outs anyway. I didn't really desire her as much as I used to. Well, my bartender there, I was like, man, this chick is hot. And then me and her had a lot in common, and actually me more than me and SP. And I said, all right, I would love to manifest this woman. So I would kind of do my little bit of mental exercises and stuff to get her. And like did a couple of techniques. I can't even remember. It was so long ago and I was drinking a lot at the time. But Neville drank a lot too. So I would just drink and then I'm like, we're going to have a connection. I'm like, I would picture us spending time together and hanging out. And the next thing you know, her boyfriend, who she's been with like her whole life, leaves her. And then me and SP broke up at the same time, but SP left me. But it was like I said, because that was one of the times where I was thinking like I was playing a role in a short film, which I may even share here. It's not even a short film. It's like a little, well, I guess it's a film. It's 3-4 minutes long, but it's called The Overthinker. It was about a guy who got cheated on, and it was very similar to how I was feeling with SP and kind of when I was playing old stories and stuff. Anyway, um, this random woman who was this, well, not random, she was the bartender who I had a big crush on, and I was like, you know what? Now that my SP is gone and I'm kind of focusing here, I would picture us on all these dates and stuff, and I did the technique where I felt her head on my chest and like holding her and stuff, and she ended up having a moment breaking down about her ex, where she did that when she was holding on to me. We're out in the middle of we were like in this nice, it's like a suburb of, I live in Chicago, so it's like a nice little suburb area where they got like nice little restaurants and stuff, and the lighting was nice. It was at nighttime and everything. It was like a very romantic thing. Nothing ever happened between us, and we went on for a while. But then she got back with that guy. I kind of felt like I was like I should teach. Well, I was I was going to teach her to manifest, but I decided not to because there's certain situations I don't believe you should manifest back from. She was in a very abusive, bad relationship, so I would not manifest that. I get you could change people and stuff, but just something like that. I mean, some stories are so bad where maybe you've been disrespected too bad and you don't want to bring them back, which is why it's hard for me, I think. But for her, I would not teach that. And also, I see we got comments, so let me jump in. Hey, I have a revision plan for you. Oh, thanks, Dev. I hope you're still here. Remember when your SP told her friend that guy you're not dating instead of thinking negative? Okay, I like where this is going, Dev. I want to hear what you have to say. Sorry, I was off on a tangent because it's like the lives were more laid back before when I'm like, it's going to get deleted anyway, but now YouTube's saving them. I'm sure I could delete them, but I'm sure I feel like people like to see them. I hope they can see all your comments too. You could say that she was keeping a look. Ah, that's good. Actually, I like that, Dev. See, I didn't know how to revise it. Or she's, yeah, that's true, because it was with her daughter and everything too. And it's like, okay, this is her family. I like that idea too. And another story I got to revise too is like her son-in-law was with me yesterday to say it. Her friend, yeah, to keep it low key and stuff. I like that's a good revision story, because like right now I'm really struggling with this SP journey because I don't know if I want her, but then I love hanging out with her, and I do have a genuine love for her because she did come into my life at a proper time. But then I do know I could do better. But then also I have fun. Like I said, if you guys follow the vlogs that me and her are doing, and I'm editing them now and looking, it's taking me forever to edit. I think I'm going to break it into, side note, if any of you watch vlogs, give me a tip on it. Should it be 10, 20 minutes and broken into parts, even though I got 4 hours of footage instead of just doing 40 or 60-minute videos, maybe smaller? But that's a side note. Let me know what you guys want to see if you're going to watch that. But the vlogs I'm doing with her, you could see it's like, man, there's like a chemistry and a good thing between us, unless she's just being phony. But it's not that. It's because it's wherever you see at the moment, like when I present myself unconfidently because I'm overthinking or panicking, you can see she acts different. When I'm just being myself in these vlogs, like the vlogs I think are the best thing too to couple with this channel. Like obviously I want that channel to be successful. I would love to make a living with it and travel the world with her. I think that would be amazing. That's something I'm manifesting. But then you see in 3D now your current circumstances. I always tell you guys circumstances don't fucking matter. But like I always say it, and all the coaches say it, and as someone who's overcome a bunch of crazy circumstances, I know they don't matter. But at times, it's hard. You're fucking stuck in it too. So, I mean, when I was hanging out with her son-in-law this weekend, he lives with her, and I said, oh, maybe I should come in because his nephews came to visit. It's a weird family situation, but his nephews came to visit, and he wanted to go see them. I said, all right, cool, I'll drop you off. Maybe I'm like, should I pop in? He goes, I don't want her to get mad at me. I said, why? He goes, I didn't want to tell you, bro, but she said that you could be a bit much at times and kind of annoying, and she didn't want to see you this weekend. And then that kind of like, that sent me into a major fucking trigger spiral. But then turned out, talking to him, everything she told me that she was going to do this weekend turned out there was no third party, but because my affirmation, I think my affirmations and stuff saved me, but the old story is sitting there. So if I keep persisting in it and fucking around with that, that will become the reality. So there's always a spillover time, right? So like, I feel like there is always a spillover time. So when we manifest someone back in, they'll come back in hot, and then all of a sudden you'll see something cold or something negative or a third party come in real quick, like I did with her. Every time she's come back, there's been a little bit of like that ugly old self that would come back with her. But if I stayed persistent, it fades away. If you spiral in it, you'll lose her faster again. You'll go right back to what it was. So thank God for the time delay and the spillover, because right now, this weekend, I think the spillover of positivity and mental things I've done were able to save us there. But next weekend, she's planning to hang out with me, but she's like being very cold right now. So obviously, Dev, I really like your revision. I'm going to use your revision on this. And so I'm going to revise that. For no third party, what did you affirm? Well, she told me directly straight to my face. Now, it's not just women, but anybody can lie to you and say, yeah, no, there's nobody else, and then there still be somebody else. I took it as truth. I said, okay, if I see it in the 3D right now, I was like actually expecting her to say there's nobody else. She told me there was nobody else, and I told her I trust everything you say. And if you tell me you're honest, I'm like, and if you tell me there's someone else, I'll walk away. So I was set up a very nice parameter where I got the answer I expected in 3D. So seeing and hearing it in 3D, obviously we all know is much easier than going to the 4D in your imagination, because that's fucking hard, because you're creating nothing. But I had that answer there, that she's talking to no one else, doing nothing else, and then I would see more proof, because I don't want to be that guy, but I was that guy when she was on Snapchat during our vlog. Like, she's always on Snapchat, always posting. I think for guys, it's like, why do we post stuff? At least in my case, it's like if you're posting on Snapchat and shit, it's usually you're talking to a girl and you kind of want her to see it, and or you're trying to win back your SP or whatever. That's why I would post on Snapchat. So I would feel like the girl's doing the same thing. But this is a lesson for the guys, and it might not be right, but I think this is the lesson. Would be women will post on social media not necessarily to get attention, or maybe, but like they were like, maybe she's showing off for her friends, which she was definitely doing. She was showing off for her friend who was also on vacation, who she kind of like competes with, like in a pissing match, ego stuff. So I took that as what she was doing, and then I kind of glanced over at her phone to see like who she's talking to. I was her best friend on there. Then it was like she had close things on her actual best friend and her coworker and her daughter, and then below that was like her niece and like all these other. It was all women on there. And if you look at my phone, because I know so many people and I get out and I do a lot more. I mean, not doing a crazy amount of stuff, but I know a lot of people online and stuff like that. So my Snapchat will have, there's more females on there, not necessarily that I'm flirting with them or anything, but it's like there's more female names on mine. So if she looked at mine, it would look bad. So you can't, what do you call it? So I have a lot of evidence in the 3D to support me. And it's weird that I'm struggling now with all the evidence in the 3D. When I had zero evidence and no contact, and those were the blessings when you're blocked, no contact, any of stuff. I felt like that was a blessing because I don't see the story, so I'm writing the story. And as like I said, as you guys know, I do film and stuff like that. I was writing the story that I love, and it was easy for me, and I love writing and telling stories. So I would just imagine that when I worked out, did my cardio, I was doing that stuff too. It's harder because I know this thing's going to save it, so I don't want there to be any dead time. So I'm trying to come up with topics to keep it rolling. So if you guys got questions, we're losing viewers. We're down to 2. I'm sure it's Dev, and I don't know who else is here, but hello. Welcome to the Mystic family if you're new. If not, I hope you're enjoying the content or you've been around for a while, and pop in and say hi. Sorry, I'm sitting outside because it's colder. I'm back at my parents' house, as you guys know. This is where actually I started doing a lot of stuff. But in Chicago, it's like 30, 40 degrees, and nose all stuffed up and stuff. You know what? Manifest a model who is prettier and her nature is the best instead. No offense. Hey, I appreciate that too. I mean, well, you've probably seen. I mean, I've showed my SP off now. I can't see you like this. No, I wrote down like the best version because it's like, okay, it's weird because everything I started scripting for the mystery girl out thin air is like kind of manifesting in her, where she's telling me, oh, I would do. I'll do this, like film stuff with you, which is what I wanted a girl to do. I'll do like the nerdy stuff with you. So it's like she's trying and making an effort. I'm playing into 3D too much. But Joe Dispenza says if you have to put effort in, he won't put effort into a relationship. He'll just manifest one that's more natural. And I feel like that's what I should do. But I feel like kind of an idiot now because I did go out and create all this stuff. I do love doing the vlog with her. I enjoy that version of her. But then between us, hopefully it doesn't get back to her through the vlog or anything. But what bothers me too is like, I don't know, if you're 40, yeah, you have a deeper history than me. And as you guys know me as the mystic and stuff. And like a lot of women out here compliment me, but I don't got a high body count. Someone who's her age and partied and stuff definitely has a very high body count. Not to say anything bad about her. Still a great woman that I love, but as something like that kind of sits with you. And then like when she's not constantly flirting with you or being like that version, and you don't see it immediately in the 3D, you kind of like, it's hard, triggering, you start to lose interest. So I do like what you're saying, Dev, too, about like someone who's like way better. Worst case scenario, build a following with the vlog stuff, and then if anything, this was my plan B to it, because I'm like, oh man, I've really solidified myself because I know I can manifest her and keep her and stuff like that, change the personality, but I don't know to what degree. But I'm like, but if I ever get tired of her now and I choose to leave or walk away, now there's a whole vlog tied together with it and everything. But I thought my idea was, I'm like, worst case scenario, we could do a breakup thing and like show a breakup video and end it. And then the channel will be changed to Nick's Adventures. And then I'll go travel around the world, going to all these different places and meeting people. Because I came up with this in a live the other day, like a good friend of the channel, Softy, she lives in India. She told me to come visit. Inez is in, I don't know if I've talked to her yet, but she's in Paris, in France and stuff. I believe Paris, France. But I was like, I would love to go down there and meet her. And who is, Georgia's in Spain, but she also knows stuff about Romania because she was there for a while. So go there, and it's like meet all the subscribers or something. We'll call it like Nick's Adventures or something like that. And bridge these two channels together. But obviously, like, this channel is my main focus. and it's been almost therapeutic to get on here and help people. I tried to set up a. She never messaged me back, but one of the viewers wanted to buy my first coaching session with someone for we were going to coach. I was going to coach her for an hour on Zoom or something, but I sent her a message, said I'm available tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to go live. So if she comes in here, welcome. But it would be actually one of the first sessions that I've done. I've done only pretty much through the email so far. I've been trying to email everyone back. I got a couple more to answer and see if they wanted to go and do the they want to just do the email, the free email one where I give it to you and then you could donate if you want, or if they want to pay 80 to $100 to whatever feels comfortable. That's a weird like thing I came up with. I should have set the price to 100, I guess, but I like I said, I feel bad about charging people for this. And I was hoping like maybe the way we're moving, if we get 1,000 viewers on the channel, we'll get I'll be able to get ad revenue because I'm consistently making videos, so the watch time will go up and you guys all watch a lot. So if I could get maybe the ad revenue or something, I'm trying to make it where I could do this full time. Like I said earlier, my dream is, boom, wake up live, before bed live, film a manifesting video and post it, or film a couple of them one day and then post the manifesting videos throughout the week, answer questions, emails, and do coaching for a couple hours, and then spare time, comedy skits, work on short films, stuff like that, and just full-time creator, which, I mean, the arts are creating, and this whole thing, we're creating our experience, so that's kind of like my manifestation that I'm going for. I don't know why I had this thought today, but that I am wasting my time. Is this even real? My manifest SP and stuff is fake. Is manifesting SP and stuff fake and a scam? I'll tell you, because I've been real with everybody on all this stuff since the beginning. I consider it, I've manifested my SP back 6 times. And I created the channel at 5. She came back right around the time I created the channel because I was thinking about her and I had a lot of heavy thoughts on her while I was reflecting on stuff to film for the channel. I would not put my face out here because this stuff is embarrassing and I don't tell everyone about it. My family doesn't understand it. I would not talk about it. I would not fucking go around saying I'm the mystic and the manifester and shit like that, or talk about Neville or any of this stuff if I did not believe it. But the question you just asked, I ask that question every day too, even though I've seen the results. So here's how I believe it's real. One, I'm actually going to use Elmer Lockett's example, the placebo effect. If I give you a sugar pill and tell you it cures whatever ailment you have and you get cured, which they usually will, it's like 99% of the time, whatever, they'll get cured. Okay, placebo effect shows your brain and your subconscious has cured your body from a horrible ailment because you believe something that's not even, physically does nothing. It's sugar. It's just going to dissolve as soon as you eat it. That's real. For me, what sold me was the eavesdropping technique, which I just dropped a video on, or I will be releasing tomorrow, but I did talk about eavesdropping technique. That's one of my favorite techniques. I would all day, every time I was spiraling, especially in the times where I was like really trying to get SP, I would picture her best friend talking to her. And I would picture this conversation. I would picture all the things she would say, or I would just hear her saying things. I would picture how my SP would respond. I would picture the thing. And then later on, I got to talk to her best friend, and I talked to her, and without even asking, in conversation, it came up where they were both reiterating conversations that they had at the same time, and locations I pictured too in her dining room, and then in her kitchen. And I'd only seen I'd imagined her house, and it turned out to be exactly, I think I'd seen her house once, but I was in there real quick. I couldn't really remember it, but I imagined the rest of the layout. And now that I go over to her house regularly, it's like, man, it's exactly like how I pictured. They described where the conversations happened. They described the exact conversations I imagined. Then when I was picturing living in the end, the exact scene that I wanted with my SP, and I pictured it being in 2 weeks, and it happened in 2 weeks. And I was like, man, exactly the same. While we're laying in bed, the stuff she's telling me is exactly what I went to sleep with. The next thing I want to do to focus on is, because everybody always says SP, and that's what this channel's been heavily about, because it's been the big thing that led me into manifesting, and it's also been the biggest ailment for me because, which will tie into the rest of your question. Side note, money-wise is the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try and manifest the 10K, which everyone talks about, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Like Elmer talks about that a lot, and it's a Neville thing. Get a $100 bill, study it, and then fall asleep counting it every night and see what you get, because all the trips with SP have become kind of cumbersome and financially draining, but I don't fear that because I do have good assumptions on money, but it's just naturally from my job. I need to expect it from other sources. Anyway, where I see the problem with the SP stuff is people have been manifesting for a long time. A client I have who I'm waiting to do the session with said she's been waiting 2 years. Another person mentioned 2 years. And then they talk about doing coaching and stuff like this. And that brings me back to my point. When you're manifesting, that's what you're doing. You're manifesting and chasing or getting. So it's a process. You're in a process. And then, like the one guy asked me what he should do, I gave him the advice on email. What did he tell me next? He goes, oh, and I told him, let me know your success story in 2 weeks. Okay, I'll check in with you in 2 weeks and find out what to do next. No, that's why it's a process, because you're waiting for something. Most of us, and myself included, it's like more easy to get distracted by the 3D. It's like the 3D will trip you up if you live in it too much, but you have to live in it to a degree where where you're not fucking insane, and you recognize certain situations, but at the same time, like, focus on like your goal and living in the end, and not like you're living in the end. Like every day, feel how you would feel as if you already had your desire, which I'm guilty of. Like my desires would be here a lot faster. I'm in the currently, like I think when I'm coaching people, I get myself into the whole thing like, yeah, I'm manifesting too. We have to watch our language, watch our thoughts, watch everything we do, but not too much, because then it like distracts from your whole life. But like I'm saying, live now as if you already have it. And it feels like the timing is like, hold on, let me see what you're saying. Free will is a thing. Free will thing is still confusing. How is it possible to manifest anyone without their will? But yeah, I don't have. But yeah, they don't have. Yeah, that was something I thought about a long time before I even started the channel, because I saw all the questions on other people's. I listened to all the different coaches talk. Somebody else had the garage crunching around. It's kind of all right. If they break in, we'll deal with it then. Anyway, we'll just not manifest that. But the free will thing, to my understanding, to the best I could see, is what I've tried to do. If I'm trying to change somebody or change a situation, I'm picturing what it's going to result in. So for me, will SP be happy if she's with me? Am I doing this for a selfish reason? What does she get out of it too? So I feel better about it, because they will conform and things do change. And what I understood from quantum reality, or was it quantum leaping, quantum reality, and there's something big out there. Would have understood from all this parallel realities and stuff like that. If we're all each other pushed out, and we're all God of our own reality, it's like the Matrix, to a degree. Like we're all, okay, so this is my reality. I'm seeing, like, I'm picturing my views going up, and my comedy channel being successful, my vlog with her successful, this channel successful, all the people sending me success stories. I picture success on your guys' behalf. And my reality, that's what's reflected to me, only the best things. And then to make it more livable, if you feel like you're manipulating so much free will, I think, oh, her life is better now because she's with me, and because of this. And if she's with me, this is the good thing. I'm not a jagoff, and most of us here are not bad people. We're actually the ones simping and chasing. So we're obviously good people, and we want the best for the people we're going to be with. So that's why I'm saying the free will aspect is, I'll actually make a video on this too. Maybe I'll like sit and think a little bit, make it more polished. But to my understanding is, if there's parallel realities, we are moving to the reality where the SP loves us, but it's like a little transition period where we get the old and the new, and it's like, but we're slowly moving this way, or sometimes it's a quick snap, or sometimes it takes a while with a delay, but we're lining up with the reality where the SP that wants us is there, and the one that didn't want us will go to a reality with maybe the version of us that doesn't want them, or like there's all infinite possibilities. But a big thing I've always told people too is don't trip up on it. Like, why are we worried about that? Our main worry is to get exactly what we want. Because I used to think all this stuff too, and I think it was Kim Velez said, who gives a fuck? And it's like, that's true. Who gives a fuck? If you get your desire at the end of the day, and you're doing right by that person, if it's an SP, or you're doing right with the money that you manifested, or anything good, as long as you're living and imagining lovingly and positive, like good, we're good. Like there's nothing to worry about, nothing to think about. But there is multiple, like I just saw right now, multiple versions of all of us. Yeah, there's multiple versions of all of us. What we're doing is trying to align with the one that we want. And then if we have the affirmation, everybody shows their best self to me, we're going to align in a world where everybody loves us and likes us. I've always had a strong opinion, because in the 3D, people have always told me I'm very trustworthy. They like to talk to me. I'm a nice guy, this and that. So like it's always been easy for me to be very personable because I've always had that reflected to me in 3D, which must have been a subconscious belief somewhere else. But I always align with the best versions of people, which is why I think SP throws me off, because I aligned with the really great version of her in the beginning, and I had very strong confidence about it. And then now it's like wavered to the point where I'm all over. I've experienced almost every version of her, but there's the one version I want. I just have to pick it out and select it. For me, it's like, I think this is another thing that trips everybody up too, including myself. We don't know exactly what we want, because I go back and forth from like just wanting friends with benefits to being committed. And then I'll tell you guys, I'm manifesting commitment with her. I still like the friends with benefits because I do know there's a lot of good, I know I'm a good looking guy. I know there's a lot of good looking women who would want to be with me, who have more in common with me. So it's hard for me to pick what I want. And I think a lot of you, because you know your value, that you could do better than SP, but at the same time you have some kind of, now it's hitting the garage. Might be Bigfoot, but you know you could do better, but also you have that certain love for them because of familiarity. So let me go back and read these. Hey, stood up for work 10 minutes ago. Hope you're all doing good. Hey Martin, how you doing? You stood up for work? Oh, you just got up for work. Yeah, we're all doing great over here, I think so. At least that's what I'm manifesting for everybody. And yes, Samantha, multiple versions of all of us. That's what I was reading. Hey, Hershey, how you doing? Glad to have you back in. I'm going to be on for a while now, so don't have to worry. You also can manifest that there is no purge for you. Self-concept and manifesting is very important. Yeah, Martin's right there, because that's something Naya said. And I actually just remember that now as you're saying that. There's so many rules to it. It's like, because you can control every aspect, it's very hard. It's hard to believe. And like Dev said, there's times like he's questioning the law. I question it every day. I'm out here talking about it, but I question it every day. But then I go back and I think about all my success stories. That's why I said do the mini manifestation list, so you could go through and see how many things you've manifested into your reality. Have you ever got coaching from Law of Assumption Backdoor? I've never seen Law of Assumption Backdoor. I've only paid for coaching with Create Your Future with Bianca. I like Bianca a lot. She's cool. I was actually going to buy another session with her recently, to not even for coaching, but because there's no way to really contact them. I was going to reach out to her to see if she would love to be not part of this channel, but do like a collab or something. I actually got to reach back out to Tone from Simply Manifesting, because I'd love to do a collab with him as well. Because I've I talked to Tone before I started this channel, and he kind of hyped me up and stuff, coming from as a regular guy and stuff like that. Instead of just manifest the ultimate version of what you want and make it a lifetime. But yeah, well, actually, it's funny you say that too. When I first met her and we first hooked up, and it was just friends with benefits in the beginning, and I had no attachment to her, and I didn't fall for her or anything, I had like a strange intuition feeling, the same feeling you get in your stomach and stuff. I would assume before, I don't know what's going on out there, I would get this strange where you automatically know, with the intuition, the feeling of having, I would have that me and her were going to be in some kind of lifelong relationship, coming and going, and which, I mean, we'd be in like this weird lifelong thing. Like, we'd always be around for each other, always be there for each other, a lot of hooking up and dating at times. Like, I just had that feeling, and that's pretty much what it's been. I had that before we even had our first breakup, which wasn't a breakup according to her, because we weren't technically official. Make your own rules and make manifesting how you... Yeah, Martin brings up a good point too, and I love that point because it's what I learned from Naya. And you're making your own rules through this whole thing, and it's sometimes hard because people ask like a coach or something, what do you do? How do you do this? It's like, well, I could tell you what I would do. I would give you advice, but at the same time, that's why I would say you don't need the coach unless you really need someone to sit there and tell you it's real. And that's why I try to come on here and say it's real as much as I can, so you guys don't have to pay for nothing. But I mean, I would read that and hear that everywhere too, and I still bought the coaching because I needed to hear it personally, be able to vent out my bullshit story and have it told to me that bullshit story didn't matter, and no matter what, as long as you're doing the methods, you'll get it. Just like Neville said, to climb the ladder. Tell the people, climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder in your head every night as you go to sleep, and then you'll climb a ladder within 2 weeks. But you also have to read every day, I will not climb a ladder. So you're affirming, I will not climb a ladder all day. Well, you still wind up climbing the ladder. I can't use that experiment because I do climb ladders every day at work. What's up, Mark? Welcome back. I'm glad to have you in here. Are you talking the black guy who makes manifesting videos? That's not racist as a description, but yeah, the black dude who makes manifesting videos. Young guy, probably about my age, like 25 or so. Or maybe actually he might be a little bit older. I just look older. But his channel's like, he's got like the red theme on it everywhere. He's got kind of like his hair's like kind of sticking up and like, it's like froed up, but like little like individual things like that. Oh yeah, because you guys don't know does he call by Tone? His name is Tone, but Simply Manifesting. He's got like the cool ass beat in the middle in the beginning, because he used to make beats back in the day. He's really popular on TikTok, and I love his TikToks because they're funny. He finds a way to bridge comedy and manifesting. I haven't posted anything for TikTok manifesting videos with the Mystic. I mean, I do comedy, and I don't know how to bridge comedy with this, but I do love his comedy videos on this. Every coach tells you how it works for them. Make your own rules, manifest how it's easy for you. Yep. What works for Sammy might not work for you. Yeah. And if you don't know, Sammy's like the big YouTuber. I'm sure everybody here knows who Sammy is. So it's like, that's why I feel guilty about when people were trying to do coaching with me and they kept trying, because it's like, I know that I don't need a coach to do the stuff. And I paid for one before. Even when I paid for her, I knew I didn't need a coach, because we don't need coaches. We just need to go out and do what we want. And the only thing I could see is like, you just want to go for reassurance, because I still went off and did my own methods. She gave me ideas and was trying to explain them, and I appreciate her. I love her. Bianca's a great woman and stuff, but she was like, she didn't know really what to do, because I booked it while I was drunk and angry, because for 2 weeks I was being very consistent and I had a strong mental diet, strong inner conversation, strong belief, burned the letters, did the sleeping technique. I did everything, and it was like 2 weeks in, I'm like, this just don't work. And then I found out she had a third party that day, and I got really pissed off. I gambled like $300 away in slot machines and got absolutely demolished and drove home, which I should not have done. But I was in a horrible rage thinking that this stuff doesn't work. And I had someone on the channel hurt themselves the other day, getting mad over his stuff not working and break his hand. I hope he didn't break his hand. I'm manifesting the best for him. But I tore my pec over another time where I was trying to manifest a different SP. We can't react and like get violently like that, like go drink and drive, or go break our hand on a wall, or tear our chest lifting heavy. You can't go out and do stuff like that. You have to trust that it's possible, because guess what? While I was drunk, I bit my credit card and stuff. I'm like, this is so stupid. And then I finally broke down, bought the coaching with Bianca at Create Your Future. We talked the next day. I was hungover. She's like, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't even know if I want her back. I'm over her, but I'm not. I was like detaching at this point. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. And I went through this whole thing talking to Bianca where I felt horrible. And I was like, well, I don't know at this point. Honestly, I don't know if I want her. I don't know if I don't. And she goes, well, why don't you just try it out? To kind of like give me the motivation. I did it. 2 or 3 days later, she's back into my life. I ran into her friend. This whole story was I ran into her friend at the gym, told her about how much I miss her. And I'm like, could you just give her these Christmas gifts I got for her? Because she left me right before Christmas. I got her these gifts. My hands are shaking. She goes, you're shaking. You really miss her. I'm like, I do. I love her. And she goes, you know what? She's broke up with her ex, and she's single now is the point. She goes, you guys need to talk to each other. She's in a horrible state. She brought us back together, and things kicked off from there. We wound up in a committed relationship after that. But I was doing all the techniques. I didn't have to go get blackout drunk and drive and act like an asshole and waste all my money and bite the credit card and pay for coaching. Everything I was doing was working. And it was just, I guess, that final thing pushed me over the hump or whatever. But I mean, that's how it was. Let me go back and see what these coaches, man, they do charge a lot, Dev. That's why I said for my charging, if you're going to do a Zoom, like if you send me an email, I send you one back, and then you could donate to me whatever you feel is appropriate. Or if you want to do a 60-minute Zoom call or some kind of FaceTime chat with me, it's just $80 to $100, whatever you feel is appropriate within that range. I feel like my time is worth somewhere between $80 to $100, just because I'm taking on now hearing a negative story, and then I'm already having to deal with other stuff in my 3D reality. I try to do it where it's fair, because it is my time and stuff like that. But I also don't want to be a dick, because I do care about all you guys on this channel and everyone who is trying to learn manifesting. I believe the idea of laughter mixed with manifesting leads to the feeling. Yeah, it does. People seem to be more carefree. Yeah, that's what I like about Tone, because he's fucking laid back, doesn't care. I think this channel might make people a little bit more anxious. I'm surprised as many people have stuck around and like talking with me. It's funny because you guys also sometimes are like coaching me while I'm giving advice. Like I'll answer someone's question, but you see my wavering and other people jump in. That's why I said we're a family here. We're sticking together. We're building each other up, manifesting on each other's behalf, which I want to hear Yup success. Well, she already told me her success story, but we did a manifesting on her behalf the other day. And and she told me there was a success story. She told that in a live, which was what I visualized when we was manifesting for her. And we had another success story from Nessie, but I'm hoping she comes in here and tells that success story because it's a kind of a success, but not fully. It's not exactly what she wanted, but it's close. More carefree when yeah. So anyway, yeah, the comedy is important. I paid for coaching before, by the way. I'm no manifesting pro. None of us are manifesting pros. Working on my SP, very difficult story with her, and I had coaching before. I think coaching is very beneficial for motivation from a coach who manifested what you desire and supports you in your journey. Yeah. So Martin brings up a great point too. Again, Martin's out here hitting all these great points. I do believe that it's not a waste of money for coaching if you believe you need it. Because what Bianca did for me was she motivated me, kept me on point for what was like, which she just kind of like snapped me back into realize I'm a creator. Even though I know it, I wrote it, I was scripting it, and I was like all over the place. Kind of like calm me down, stat me in my place, and that's what I was doing with when I send people the emails back. I just try to like, hey, here's what you did wrong. You're playing victim mentality. Snap the fuck out of that. Get into this. Here's what you need to do. Like, sometimes you just need someone to like slap you around and get your mind right. And especially when they support you and they want you to do it. And yeah, you want to talk to someone who's done it. And like, that's why I thought, I'm like, I've manifested her back 5 times. What has been my issue? I've seen change in personality. I've eliminated third parties. I've done all this stuff to get in one that she was absolutely in love with for years and then got rid of him for me and went into a full committed relationship. But it's like every time I waver or I don't really want her anymore, then things like that happen, or I see something in 3D, it triggers me, or I remember too much of the old story and I get mad and I say, I don't care. That's where I seem to lose her because it's just like, seems too deep and maybe that's not like something I truly desire. But you can manifest when you don't truly desire either, is what I learned. Manifest Bianca, she's cute. Yeah, Bianca is very cute. I just started watching her videos too. I usually watch Ani because Ani was my first manifesting crush because I was like, you know what? I'm watching all these videos. I should just manifest her. She's beautiful, but she's in a great relationship. I don't know much about Bianca's backstory, but if she's single, I would definitely like to manifest her. So I don't want to, sometimes, like it's like certain people, like I have an attachment to these coaches and stuff where it's like, I would never want to separate what they did because I love them and how they were here for me. But other people who you don't really know, you ran into a girl at a bar, you meet her, you guys vibe, but find out she has a boyfriend. Well, it's too bad you ran into a mystic manifester. Because when you see your process unfolding, not just one or the other, we like that. Yeah. Oh, that's why you guys stay here, because we want to see my process unfold. Well, I appreciate you guys wanting to see that. And I mean, you guys have already seen when I started this channel, I had manifested her back 5 times. I was detached. I was open to maybe if she came back, but I was looking for someone else and I scripted a brand new woman. But then I kind of like scrapped that. My subconscious isn't focused on that, focused on her. And so now you guys see me going through a journey like you guys and seeing the purging, and you see like I do have the affirmation and the belief. And if you want to manifest on my behalf, like I manifest on your behalf, that by Christmas time, me and her are running a very successful vlog channel and being official by that time, and a bunch of amazing videos are out. Like, that's what I'm picturing and feeling. And coming on here talking with you guys keeps me calm. It's making me feel that inner state of like, yeah, you know what? Whatever I put out there, I took Naya's affirmation. Every video I post goes viral. So I just post all my videos going viral, viral, viral. And we've got an amazing group of people. And the only thing that I'm afraid of is when this channel gets bigger, that it'll be hard to keep up with, because that's why I've done my best to memorize all your names and stories and pictures that I see on the thing, because you guys are the OGs and I want to remember you guys. So if the channel does blow up, I'm going to put more priority towards answering where, like, you know, the questions and stuff go real quick. I'll be like, no, I'm going to answer them instead. Please manifest Bianca. I ship you guys. Man, it's tempting. You're tempting me, Dev. What's your favorite technique before sleep for manifesting an SP? Well, before I go to sleep when I'm trying to manifest my SP, is my favorite technique is just feel like we're there. Sometimes I'll do like a remote seduction, so picture having sex with her and stuff like that, and like the moves I'll try, and then what she will respond about how she felt about the sex, and then I get myself into this really relaxed feeling. And it's like I don't actually do it. Sometimes, I mean, I'll take care of business and then do it, not to be too forward and I'll get in trouble on YouTube, but sometimes I'll take care of business visualizing her, or sometimes I'll just picture it in my imagination and feel that sensation. But sometimes when you're doing that, it leads to one thing to another, and she might actually feels like she's actually there. But then after that, you're laying there and you get yourself in that relaxed, like coming down from the dopamine, and you're laying there. Picture her like on my chest and like with her arm across here, and just telling me all the things I want to hear. But I'm taking a break on that technique and kind of letting the 3D do whatever it does, even though it's not like where I really want it. I'm focusing on affirmations and stuff because I need to save that sleep technique because I want to do the $10,000 technique. Because I do know, whatever, if she drifts off, like I'm at the confidence level now, if she drifts off, goes to fuck somebody else, moves on, whatever. I mean, if I manifested you away from a guy you were in love with for that many years, I could get you back from anybody else or from just being single or whatever. So, like, I'm not that worried about what's going to happen, but I do worry to a degree. When I got nothing, that's a problem. That's why I keep doing these lives. When I have nothing else going on, which I think a lot of you guys will get like that too sometimes. If there's nothing else going on, what are you doing? You're focusing on SP. I need to go back to SP, because we're focused on them and because nothing else is going on. What are my passions? Working out. I haven't worked out in days. And that's my passion because I'm thinking because I'm being lazy, and then what am I doing? I'm sitting around being lazy. Want to come over? No, I can't today. And like instead of just respecting that, I think, oh, well, third party, and then this is what happened before, an old story, and I sit down and do stats. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, she text me again, and I get like that too. So why am I doing so many lives? Okay, lives are beneficial. I'm helping other people, and it's calming my own mind. Same time, comedy videos, editing the stuff with me and her, seeing us positive for our vlog. And I actually made a video on it too. I made this sad edit when we broke up, and it was to like the Drive theme song. It's me driving with flashing memories of me and her. I'm gonna post that on our vlog channel called Life of Lily and Nick. Life of Lily and Nick, all underscores between each thing. I'm gonna post that one tomorrow, I think. But it's like when she doesn't text you back in 0.0001 seconds, and it's been 1 minute, and it's like preparing for my breakup arc, and I just play it, and then the whole like little tribute video plays. But that's the thing. We all have to like find something to do. Like that's why if I do the lives and I try to stay on here long, we're talking, we're staying positive, thinking about other things we want to do. Or I go back to making comedy videos, or I went to the bar where I used to go and reconnected with some old friends and focused on that. We have to keep our mind busy because if you're only focused on that, then it's like, oh, manifesting. If you're dating the person, would you not go to the bar? You'll just be sitting there like looking at your SP. Then she's going to turn to the right slightly and look at me and then smirk. And then she'll feel slightly aroused. And then we'll make moves. And you wouldn't be scripting and doing all that stuff. The point is feeling natural and doing all that. So it's like if I'm dating SP, if she's busy with her family or something today, I'm going to go to the bar and go see my friends. And then I'm going to come over here and do something productive and motivate the Mystic family. And then I'm going to go edit our video and our vlog and post it because everybody loves us on our vlog. And everyone ships us together. And they want to see our success. And then whenever I see you, I'll see you next weekend. And then you'll be like really excited because it's been so long because neither one of us could see each other, but you're happy I went out and did what I was doing and you did what you were doing. And I only assume the best and lovingly. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. I see all these questions. Is that daydreaming? Oh wait, I have a similar. I think I'm missing stuff. I missed a lot of questions. What's your favorite? So basically, what was my favorite technique? Yes, so it's like sleep with her and then imagine everything. Hey Talia, what's up? Glad to have you back in here. I hope you got to enjoy that nice little tangent. Don't worry about it if she's single or not. Just do it like the Nike logo. Yes, it's real, it's raw, it's genuine. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I try to go for on this channel. Show you the ups and the downs. And that's why when I'm with the vlog stuff I'm doing with her, that you guys could see it's like that's real and raw too. I'm trying to show you like just us being people, out doing things, traveling. But then you could see her acting negative in some stuff. I even have a couple little shorts up where like she said one thing and you could see if you look closely enough in my eyes that I am triggered by what she said, even though we're both drunk and drinking and it could be justified. You could still see it because I've now been doing the manifesting so long. When I'm dreaming, I hear my affirmations. When I'm drinking, I hear my affirmations. Or when I'm completely gone, I still know like about manifesting. So side story, but yeah, you could see like I try to always be real and raw with you guys and show you all that. I have a similar story with my SP as you broke up with your ex. Was dark hole for a year. I manifested a person to come into my life. She arrived. She is a friend of the girlfriend of my best friend. Yeah. So it's hard. But some of these stories are hard because it's like, I mean, the person means so much to you, and then you don't know if you want to keep them or not. This is daydreaming. Manifest her for like 4 months, had such movement, then had bad thoughts and went bad, then took a rest and had movement, manifested a third party in. Now I'm in again. Well, that's good now. So, Martin, I don't know if I read all that correctly, but the point is you've gone through a similar journey to me, up and down. Didn't know if you, you knew you wanted her, but some stuff happened. You got rid of the third party. So, I mean, there's another testament of, like, this stuff works. Sorry, my hands are starting to get cold. But, so I'm hoping that I read that correctly where you're with her now, and then you're still obviously got to deal with some old story and keeping your mind right and all that stuff. Do a session with Bianca and be like, I want to manifest. Jesus. You do that, Dev. They're going to see my channel then and create your futures and I'll start beefing with the mystics. Basically, live out your fantasy in all areas, not just have it. Yeah, exactly. So picture, that was one of the other methods I learned is like picture the whole life you want. So what kind of life do I want? I want to be able to inspire people. That was actually one of the things I had when I was younger. I always wanted to be a motivational speaker. And I had some kid tell me this when I was like in high school and I was playing football and stuff like that. I had dreams of becoming an NFL player and then an actor. And I had all these big dreams. And this kid told me, what would you ever be a motivational speaker for? You've never done anything great. And I thought about that. It's like, or you've never been through any real trouble. It's like, well, then I've gone through life. I'm 25 now. That's 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago that I was told that. It's like, well, I've been through a lot of life now. I've experienced a lot. So one of my manifestations that I always wanted as a kid is happening right now because I do feel like I'm inspiring you guys. And a lot of people are telling me I'm inspiring them. And that means the world to me. And like I said, I would love to start, like how there's the fitness expos and expos for other stuff. I would love to start a manifesting expo where I could go and actually meet all you guys. Would stand in a booth and like sell manifesting shirts or something. I was thinking about doing merch because we have the joke in the one live about manifesting crazy business based off a movie that me and a viewer, Josh, who are personal friends, would always joke about. But I have that vision of like motivation like that. And then I see my comedy channel growing, and that was always something I wanted to do, comedy and film and cinematic stuff, and my friend getting back into film. So, I mean, my schedule's going to fill up and be busy, and there's people wanting to coach with me now. So it's awesome that, like, I feel like my dreams are slowly coming true. But that's all part of the major thing. SP would just be a small part of your life, and you just have to trust she's going to be loyal, and that she's not going to fuck around no more, and that everything she said is true, and you don't have to worry about hanging out with her every weekend. If you don't see her, she's not going to go fuck somebody else. She's going to be with her family. Or she'll start coming to things with you. Like, that's the way I have to look at it for my personal self. But for the same thing as you guys, manifest an entire life. It's like, I want SP, and then guess what? You do the manifestation, you got SP, but there's still some kind of void or hole in your life where you're still looking for something. It's like, there's a Twilight Zone episode on this I just watched the other day. The guy wanted a love potion. He goes, it reminded me of all of us. I really want this girl, nobody else. And like the old man sells him the love potion, gives her the love potion. She falls in love with him. He goes, but be careful. It would be more than you could handle. And like, she's obsessed with him. She's like overly obsessed with him. He's like, I want to go away. I'll come with you. Always. And then like, so the potion was only $1, and the lesson of the show was she gets so obsessed with him that he goes back. He goes, you have that other potion? He goes, the one that cost $1,000 and makes her fall out of love with you? Yes. He gives it to him, and it's $1,000. So he had to pay $1 to get the potion for her to fall in love with him, but it's harder to get her to fall out. And it's almost like be careful what you wish for. So it's like, yeah, we do want our SPs and stuff like that. But we don't want our whole life consumed with SP and having, because then there's always that thing we're going to be watching and stuff like that. Focus on the life that you want. Like when we were kids, we didn't say, I know at least I didn't. I said I had all these big aspirations, and I know not everyone does because like I've even talked to SP, she didn't have big aspirations. She goes, I don't know, maybe be a secretary or something when I grow up. But like I had always these big dreams, and I'm sure a lot of people did too. Go back to your dreams. Nothing is impossible. Once we learn this power, it's like, I want to travel the world. I want to meet everybody from this channel. I want to like get the silver play button or whatever one it is. We're at 1,000 or whatever followers, maybe it's 10,000, whatever. But I'd love to get it for this channel. I'd love to get it for all the channels, but this one especially because this channel has like kept me reinvigorated and full life and stuff like that. And so if all you guys, and like I'm just overall, sorry I got off on a tangent, but I mean this, like create a whole life. Don't just focus on SP. Focus on money too and everything else that will help you. So yes, Hershey, thank you for bringing that up. I can't wait to hear your success stories. Yes, I can't wait either. I would love to do like, find a way to do it where it's like, maybe we do like a special or something where it's like me on one side of the screen and then you come in, you tell me your success story, thank you, and be like, maybe like a live stream because there's like a thing that says you could go live together. So go live, bring in the other person and hear their success story, do a little interview, it'd be like a 24-hour live stream, and then be like, queue up the next person, boom, come in and do that. That'd be pretty cool. And then like if we do like a donation based thing and donate it to charity or something like those old charity live streams that they would do like in the 70s and 80s and stuff with all the celebrities, but it would be all of us. We're our own celebrities. We're generating this big positive thing. And but I don't know what kind of what donate. Who would we donate to? This Simp Academy. I don't know. I can't wait to hear that story. Yeah, I do believe in respecting the universe and manifesting for better, and someone happy to leave it alone. Boundaries are important too. Wow. This dude is a banana. Or that dude is a banana. Who, me? I love that. I've never heard that term before. He's a banana. I'm not with her at the moment, but will. Your story really motivates me. I stopped when I had movement last time. Now I have to do it. I really grow a lot. We all know that picture. I really grow a lot. Yeah. Sorry, my nose is getting all stuffed up. This weather's getting me. But I'm sorry to hear that it's not. But also, like you said, it's like a time for growth right now. We're in a growth period. So I look at it now as a blessing. This weekend I did react a little, not as bad as last. Like I'm slowly getting better. It's almost like that's the thing is when you go so long without the SP and then she comes back here or he comes back into your life, you might like freak out and like focus on them too much. So just remember who you were and re-find yourself. And this time it's a beautiful time to focus on when you're not in contact or you're blocked or whatever. I said that's a beautiful time because you write the story, you're alone, you're just, it's time to focus on you again and re-find yourself and find your passions and stuff like that. So Martin, focus on that. And congratulations that you're in that situation and you already know you can manifest her back and you've already done it. So it's the same thing as me. It's like that's why our stories are very similar. It's right now, look at it as a blessing time. Every day you wake up is a blessing. I know it can be hard sometimes, but it is. It's the truth. I thought about you doing merch last night that told you about the motivational speaker thing. Oh, the dude who told me about the motivational thing. Yeah, he is a banana. That's pretty funny. I like that term. He's a banana. And look at that. Everyone as you pushed out. Last night was the night I got the idea about, I had it quickly in my head when somebody brought up doing merch on that live stream, but then it went out. And last night was the night I actually started talking to my mom does custom shirts with her sister. And I said, do you think you'd be able to fulfill orders that say manifesting crazy business? So I thought about that. Who's a banana? She's talking about the guy who said that I'm not a good motivational speaker. Why do people manifest third parties? Words can hurt. Why do they manifest third parties? So I forgot who said this. Basically, there's a role that will need to be filled, and if you believe if you have a low self-concept, you don't believe you could fill that role to be that boyfriend or that girlfriend to that person. So in the meantime, the universe will fill that role because you assume that person needs a relationship or should be in a relationship, or you're focused on that person in a relationship, but your self-concept is so low, you don't believe you could be the one to fill it. And even if you're doing good with other people, it's like then there's a core belief that you don't believe that's your person and all that. So other than that, I do think there could be random third parties that will pop in from deep-seated stuff that you might not find. And I don't believe you have to go through digging, like Martin said too. Like some people say, oh, inner child work and digging through all this and spending time, all that, focusing on it. I don't believe in any of that because I do believe that you make the rules to your reality like Martin. But at the same time, it could just be something that popped up and then you have to deal with, or almost a test or sending you through a spiritual awakening. Because I've seen from other people and experienced for myself, my spiritual awakening happened through the first SP that I fell for and not being able to get her and tearing my chest and then learning to manifest the SP out of thin air, which was this current SP, and going through all the shit I've gone through with her led me down a spiritual awakening to the point where now I only think spiritually minded. I am always trying to find a way to manifest. I looked where I could apply it now, even though I knew about it for years. Now I look where to apply it in all aspects of life, and what methods will work best for me. I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in learning the methods, we don't do them too. This is another thing. Like Neville says, be ye doers of the word and not only hearers. And sometimes it's like we all know the rules, we know what to do, we know we can create our own rules, we're the creators of our reality, but we also don't, do what we're supposed to do. I asked about beliefs this morning. It dawned on me today that if you step into a new version of yourself, your best or ideal version of yourself, then maybe your beliefs will change. Yes. So Samantha brings up a good point too. You asked about beliefs, and if you are stepping into, this is one of my favorite methods too, and this is what I do when I go to the gym. So it's going to sound weird, but this is what I do at the gym. People ask what music I listen to. I don't listen to music at the gym. I step into a new version of myself at the gym. So I take movie characters and TV show characters that I like or that project a essence of someone I would want to be, and it's a tribute. So you got cool music and action sounds and stuff, and you're stepping into that ideal version. Or you find music that puts you in that state. I mean, all the stuff I listen to is like all for action, masculine stuff, so I don't think that the ladies here would want to do all that. But for me, I will listen to like Peaky Blinders tribute. So Tommy you hear throughout the thing how he builds up a business from nothing, and then you hear that then you see his own SP journey. He gets her back in the end, and I don't have to spoil the show for you. But like you go through this entire, I build myself up like that, then you're feeling like that. I watch the Punisher tribute, so you're feeling like more badass while you're doing shit. And like, that's stepping into the new version for myself. But I notice my beliefs start to change. I walk with more upright and stuff. When I talk to SP, I'm more like laid back at work when my bosses are like, because I have an assumption that we don't get along and stuff like that. I've actually changed that assumption since, but when I was doing this, I would walk in, I'd be more confident. I'd sit back in the chair instead of sitting like this and like, yes, sorry, I messed that up. I sit back. Did you mess this up? Not in my opinion. If I did, my bad. More relaxed, more calm. You build yourself, so you step into that state, and guess what? All your beliefs change, and it becomes easier to manifest. So sorry, long-winded answer, but to Samantha, yes. Changing yourself and your image of stepping into that version could be a lot better. What I found out, what helps with reacting to manifesting into multiple things, when you don't think about SP all the time, manifest also self-concept. And yeah, that's what I'm saying too, to get them off the pedestal, Martin, is go out and live a life. Don't spend a life trying to get an SP. It will arrive in time. You've already trusted you've done the exercise. Here's the thing on beliefs. If you've done, trust that if you do the exercises, whether you believe them or not, or believe it's possible or not, trust that it's already done and you've already received your SP, and then focus on other things. Like, okay, how can I use manifesting to get this? Like right now, what am I doing? I'm focusing on, okay, here's something wrong. I want the vlog channel with me and my SP to blow up. And so now we got a good amount of viewers and stuff. And some of you I haven't seen in like a couple days on lives. So I started a vlog with SP. If you haven't heard, it's called Life of Lily and Nick, all underscores between each word. And it's on TikTok. And I'm on YouTube with Lily and Nick. So if you guys want to check it out, I'd appreciate that. But I keep focusing on, how do our numbers do? How do our numbers do? Because my SP said we'll make more videos if they do well. So I go back, and keep checking. It's like, no, that's not what manifesting is. It's like Neville says, do nothing. There's nothing on the outside you could do. So all I'm creating is anxious, looking for nothing. So use your manifesting and that ability. So it's like, learn to just sit back. Like, remember I said, going to work and being this guy versus being this guy. It's like, yeah, cool. Here's in the case of SP, I want to leave you. Cool. All right. You'll be back. Or channel didn't pop off. Cool. Next video is viral. So relax. Get back. We'll go from to that. Sorry, I see a bunch of... I'm trying to answer quickly, have personality, and answer all these. I never want to break someone else's life thing. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Hershey, too. You got to be very careful what you manifest, too. But also, if we go by the parallel, that's why it's hard to parallel reality stuff. Pretty much manifest whatever you want as long as you know it's for the best. And if you don't know it's for the best, just assume it is and do what you got to do. Yup. There she is. Hey, she made it. See, yup. I made that post for you, and I forgot who else asked me, but for you and the other person who asked me, I made it 2 hours early. I was gonna go live, but I'm like, let me give a 2 hour heads up so Yup could be ready. Okay, so I'm gonna answer Tim's question now. Get a coffee. How does she pick up on your thoughts? So, and do you need self concept? Well, one, you only need whatever you believe you need. That's what we were talking about earlier. And that goes into like Naya's type of manifesting and Tom Curran's and like the whole effortless manifesting. If you believe you need self concept work, you will. I would only suggest it because like I've manifested without self concept work, getting my SP back, but then keeping her becomes very difficult. Like I got her back last time when my self concept was just being rebuilt and then it kind of got shattered. It was weak. It wasn't where I needed it to be. But you don't need it to manifest your ex back. What they will feel is when you're doing this and you're picturing the good memories, they'll remember the memories. Like I kept picturing the first time I went to the beach with my SP and I met her daughter and her son-in-law and her granddaughter. Like I kept picturing that. But if you're new to the channel, my SP is 15 years older than me and has a granddaughter. I'm 25, she's 40. So I sat there, I was like, I pictured that beach thing a lot, and I was using it as my happy place to keep myself in the state before I even did my techniques. Her friend told me that, she talks about you at the beach a lot. She really loved that day you guys went to the beach. I was like, damn. All right, so that's the eavesdropping technique I was telling you about a little bit earlier. But what I imagined was this, it transmitted into her mind. You ever think about somebody a lot, like who you haven't seen in a while? Like, man, I wonder how they're doing. It would be great to know how they're doing. You think about them, and it's almost like the wouldn't it be wonderful if technique, but you kind of give a little thought about them. Then forget about them, go about your day. All of a sudden, you get a text from them later. That's thought transmission. You've done that. It's effortless, but sometimes if you're trying to do something, it's hard. Yeah, birds before land too. Let me see what is. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm manifesting for you too. Like I said too, what I love about the channel being this size is I'm able to remember your names, faces, and stories and stuff like that, and talk with you guys. But I am manifesting this to become one of the bigger channels. But I want to stick with all my OG viewers like you guys. Has anyone asked you to manifest for them? No one. I was surprised. Nobody has asked me to manifest for them. But when Yup was going to do her latest success story, she talked about it here in the chat. And I believe it was Mark with me too. We both said, well, we'll manifest on your behalf. And obviously Yup is doing her exercises too. But I pictured Yup telling me the story for the channel. And it was like kind of a vibe where we were together. It was like, I've never seen or met Yup. So I don't know what she looks like. So I pictured her name, like the little icon, and had a feeling where like maybe like the vision was like kind of like, it was actually in this garage too. And so we're talking about it again right now. But I pictured her telling me her success story, and then we sat in a live and she pounded out the whole success story. So since we didn't FaceTime or go together to talk about it or email about it, she told it here live, so I was able to do it like I was interviewing her almost. So exactly what I envisioned happened, but that I envisioned the end of it, but maybe her visualization did that. So I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, you could visualize on the behalf of someone, but if they don't, I don't know how it works. Like if they don't believe it, maybe in my reality, here's where we talk about the parallel realities where things get confusing. In my reality, I see Yup success. If Yup didn't truly believe it, the version of her who didn't get the success story never comes back to the channel. Possibly, I don't know. But I do know the important part is Yup has her success, and it cost me nothing or did nothing where I could just sit there and visualize real quick. And it took me from the time I stood up and hung up on this thing and walked to the door 3 or 4 feet over there, took a deep breath before I walked out the door, visualized her success, and walked away and forgot about it. And next time I went live, we hear the story. So I remember Neville talking about doing that. Have to leave for work now. We'll be here next time. Well, great to see you, Martin. Hopefully you're still here, but we'll see you later. All right. finally caught up on the comments. Getting a little bit of a headache. I drank 5 rum and cokes before coming here and doing this. I was supposed to have a session with someone, but she hasn't gotten back to me yet. But drink some coffee, have some water. What are you guys up to tonight? You got any other question or anything? What's up, Hashan? How you doing? How's your hand? I was just actually talking about your story and my chest tear and talking about how we can't react to stuff and about drinking and driving while I was upset. But how you doing? Hopefully everything's all good and it was nothing serious. Because that was something else I was manifesting on behalf of another too, was that your hand is all good. I feel like having the support from you all allowed me to accept what would happen, allowed me to just let it go. I think this whole channel has a I like men, but somehow I like her too. I think she manifested to be irresistible to everyone. Yeah, I think so too. Yup. Yeah, Bianca is like, when I first seen her little thumbnail, Create Your Future, I usually only watch Ani and then Bianca, and I haven't seen Bianca in a while. Like I said, Bianca's the one I coached with. And Ani's my manifesting crush. But then I seen Bianca and I'm like, man, that's my style too, girl, like my vibe and everything. I listen to her chats, I'm like, damn. But unfortunately for Dev, I won't pursue manifesting her. That's great to hear, Sean. So it's not broken or anything. That's good. Yep, face your fears. I'm glad you're going back to the gym because you got to win that Mr. California. When is your competition anyway? I want to know, so because I'm already making visualization plans to come out there and support you for that. I just got to make sure all my days off are in alignment. Or, better yet, I'm able to travel whenever and however I want because I've got plenty of money and time, and I don't have to work a day job. November 2023. Oh, you got a long time to prep to keep getting stronger, and I'm gonna come up there jacked and shredded as I can be, and I'm gonna try and save a day for that. So you said yes, right, to manifest for me, and I will for you too, but with your SP. Yes, Dev, I'll manifest for you too. I'm picturing you coming in here, and I don't know if I have to tell the scene, but I'll tell the scene anyway because it don't matter. We'll make our own rules. I'm picturing Dev coming back in here, and he's telling me about how successful he is with SP, and then for you guys by Christmas time, picturing a nice vlog and all you guys watching the vlog channel, that me and SP like kissing under a mistletoe or a Christmas tree or some shit like that, and posting something very Christmassy vibe, and coming back in here telling you guys about that. But that's what I love about this whole thing. We've all support each other. Yes, it's very Strongman California. Yes. All right, so I'm going to try and set aside time for that if I still wind up working a day job, but I do believe that the vlog channel's going to take off, and I'll be able to coach enough people on this channel and combine, maybe make enough money to full-time go into teaching the law and making vlogs and comedy videos and stuff like that. That's my manifestation. By my birthday. My birthday's at the end of March. They have SP, me and SP, she's into working out too. We'll go support Hashan at the Strongman California, and we'll do a vlog about it too. And I'm picturing myself with her traveling and meeting all the people in all the different areas. Go to Florida and meet Yup and Inked. One of my best friends is a bodybuilder. I'll cheer for both of you. Well, thank you, but Hashan's going to be the one competing. I'm not. I don't ever think I'll step foot on stage now. It was my dream as a kid, but after the chest tear, I'm sure I could. I always thought about that. Could you manifest it? But also, are the judges picky? Because you could definitely see, like, if you guys watch, when you guys watch the vlogs, especially the one where I go to the waterfall with SP, where you're seeing the pictures, I really see the deep ass dent in my pec, and I hate it. Should have manifested it gone. But hey, that's a funny thing too. We talk about, someone said appearance change. I see the dent clear as day. I know because I'm in the gym and I'm a bodybuilder. Maybe if I showed someone like Hashan or your bodybuilder friend from Yup or someone else a shirtless picture of me, they would point out right away like, hey, he's kind of fucked up. But I never noticed it on Sylvester Stallone either, that he has the same one, but his is on his right pec because he's a lefty. Mine's on my left pec when I was a righty. It seems like our weaker sides failed us. I never noticed it on him. Every time I show it to people, they go, I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, I see 1111. It means I have my SP. Hell yeah! See that? Everything means exactly whatever you want it to mean. That's why I always do too. I saw those sequential numbers today too. So thank you, brother. Yeah, I try to stay in the best shape I can, and but like nobody ever notices it too, especially when my self concept is high. I was hoping this lady would message me back by now because I was gonna like get all hyped up in here doing the live, or I was actually gonna coach her before the live and then tell her come on the live and discuss whatever other questions she has. I was gonna coach her for like an hour on Zoom, but see how that goes. Anything else you guys want to talk about or bring up? I'm like kind of not exhausted, but just like put a lot of effort in, and then I'm thinking, oh, here's a topic question for you guys. You guys answer me this. All right, so I'm doing this vlog channel. The TikTok's doing decent. I'm doing the and I started making some YouTube videos for it. I'm trying to cut up our trip to Mexico with me and SP, and I want to put the videos up. So I'm thinking, but it's 4 hours of footage. Do I do like 4 40 to 60 minute videos or 5 40 minute videos, or should I do like 15 to 20 minute videos and be like vlog, vlog in Puerto Vallarta, day one, part one, then day one, part two, and then that should fill up that one, and then get more videos out of it. I feel like what would look better if you guys watch vlog channels. I don't really watch vlog channels. Last thing I knew was like Logan Paul and stuff when I was growing up, and I was like, this guy's, I forgot his YouTube's Golden Boy, but doing something in a forest in Japan that was not right, that got all the money banned off YouTube. I remember I was trying to make money on YouTube at that time doing comedy, and I was like, this guy fucked it up for everybody. But I don't know much about vlogs other than like that stuff. People like real and raw, which is what you guys see here with me, and that's pretty much how me and SP were. But should they be like 15 to 20 minutes long? I'm trying to promote it to you guys too, because I consider you guys the Mystic family, and I'd love for you guys to be able to see it and watch it and then promote it or show it to friends that you think would enjoy it, or my style of comedy and stuff like that. But I want to know what you guys would watch. I mean, because you guys sit through 20, 30, 40 minutes of me sitting in a chair rambling on about stuff that most people consider us crazy for believing. Can you build bicep without equipment or going to the gym at home? If you got resistance bands, yes. Or if you got like just take 2 gallons of water, man, and just fucking hit like the hammer curls like that. Hit these ones, build that outer side, curl them with the regular curls. You can fill up gallons of water and do that. That's like a prison style workout. Do your push-ups. You could do pull-ups if you get a pull-up bar or something, or got something where you could even do pull-ups, and you pull yourself forward like that, and it will hit your biceps too. I'm trying to manifest myself being better at tidying up. Well, you can do that too. I'm in that same boat with you too. The condo is a mess right now. I'm staying at my parents' at the moment. To have just body weight push-ups, pull-ups, and squat. Yeah, Ashanti got a good point on that. Yeah, so just start somewhere. Build a little base at home, or if you go to the gym, some light weights, do your cardio, get your whole body just acclimated to the moving, and then I don't know what shape you're in, but get yourself acclimated to moving, then get out there and get after it. I wanted to tell you that I have literally never seen angel numbers anywhere ever, but after all of you manifested for me, I just see 111 everywhere. I still don't believe in it, but random cute coincidence. Yeah, it's very nice. I like that story. And I've never, like, until I started getting into all the manifesting, I never saw angel numbers, never paid attention to them. I would see sequential, or like the 111, 444, all this shit. And I was like, I don't know what this means. So I just, every time I see it now, I say, oh, it's a sign that it's a sign that everything is working out in my favor. Dev, do it for yourself, build your strength. Yes, sir. I think the shorter videos, unless the long one has a good story to keep people's interest. Yeah, see, that's all right. Thank you, Samantha, for that. I'm trying to go with it. It's like, it seems like one good long story, but I'm like, if I could find a decent cliffhanger, because I'll break it down if you're interested in hearing. I hope. Well, I mean, I feel like you guys sit through me rambling enough, so I'll tell you. I did it like Quentin Tarantino, because as you know, I got to hit my filmmaking stuff. So it says chapter 1, the Airbnb. So it's just us bullshitting, talking about this is our first vlog. Nothing much other than like that, and like joking around about how I can't really speak Spanish. all this stuff where we're just chilling out at the place, and it goes on for a couple of minutes like that. Then it was like, all right, we're gonna go to this meeting, which turned out to be a timeshare scam. And then the next thing you see is like, well, that was a fucking scam, and it's us by a storefront, and we make some little jokes with the skeleton thing out front, and I'm like flirting with her. Then I sit and do little comedy bits. We're walking, talking about the area, how she used to live there and stuff like that. And it says chapter 2, El Malecon, which means the, I don't know, beachfront or whatever. I'm horrible at Spanish, but then we go there, we film the beachfront and stuff like that. Next thing you know, we're at this frog place. So it's like chapter 3, Senior Frogs, and it's got like all these sexy like names for stuff, like Big Ass was one of the names of the drinks, or Big Boobs or Big Titties or something it was called. Another one was called Frogasm. So we're flirting and like making out and stuff like that and joking around with at the restaurant. So it'll be chapter 3. Then boom, chapter 4, it's like this romantic thing where you could stack up rocks. We stack up these rocks together at the sunset on the beach and then kiss and make out there. And I filmed a little cinematic thing. So it'll be 1, 2, 4 chapters or whatever, each one about 5, 10 minutes, or 5, 10, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. And there'll be those 4 parts, but that's like only part 1 of day 1. And then we go to this fancy restaurant where we're talking a lot, just flirting with each other and things like that. We go to this little like church thing where they had like this procession and stuff. So I'll say chapter 2, the church and the fair, and then boom, chapter 3, the Malecon at night, and it's just us hanging out at the beach around nighttime, and then we go back to our Airbnb and stuff like that. So it'll be like another 3 or 4 chapters in part 2 of day 1, and then same thing with like the second, third day, stuff like that. So I think we could get at least 2, 4, 5 or 6 videos probably. Anyway, I see a lot of comments coming up. So that was my idea. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. If you'd be interested in watching that and you think that will turn out all right. Been manifesting over a year for SP back in my life. I've seen very little movement. I'm feeling crazy and persisting this long. Nick, if I'm not wrong, maybe you know. Did you email me? I don't know if you've emailed me or not. But the way you spell Nick is similar to the one that I got an email from, because I always have a K at the end of mine. But I've not had to do it for a year so far. I don't know what techniques or methods you've been using. I don't know how much you're wavering and stuff like that. But okay, you did. I don't know did I get back to your email yet? I've got about 4 or 5 I haven't answered yet, and that was going to be what I do tomorrow because I'm off work tomorrow. So I was going to get back to there and talk about coaching and stuff. But coaching so doing it for a year, I've not heard. Okay, cool. Well, I'll get back to you for sure tomorrow. Then I'll get back to you first because you're on my radar. For me, with that, you were the one who said you coach will create your future before, right? So I did the coach will create your future too, and like 2 or 3 days later, I had results. But I was doing everything I needed to. Nick missed this part earlier, so I'll recap this story. When I was going through the time where me and SP got like the ultimate commitment and everything was great, I did all the methods I believed would work. I just believed that if I do them, I would be fine. And I said, it's going to happen within 2 weeks. It's going to happen within 2 weeks. I believed it. I'm no more, one of my affirmations, I'm no more than 2 weeks away from a miracle. I'll get her, this and that. I go to sleep with the method. We're having inner conversation. My mental diet's clean as fuck. I felt I was dating her already. I woke up. I'm thankful for my girlfriend. I walk past the mirror. It's like, damn, that's Lily's boyfriend right there. Damn, he looks fucking good. So it's like I'm hearing other people. So like for like 2 weeks, I'm like in a trance. Go to the gym. And the guy who introduced us was my friend's dad. He goes, I'm glad to see you're over Lily. I said, what do you mean? And he goes, well, she's over you. I'm like, what? And then he goes, well, yeah. And I'm like, did she post something on Snap? Oh, you're black. Oh, yeah, never mind. Don't worry. Get your workout in. And I was ready to go fucking tear another pec over this because like my first SP, I tore my pec over, which is hurting right now in the cold. And I was like, I was fucking furious. I didn't know what to do. I went out and I tried to stalk her page. I added her daughter on Instagram because I made a little tribute video for her from me. And I was hoping like maybe her daughter would see my page and show her, oh, look, Ma, look how much he cares about you. And it was like, I didn't know what to do. I went and got fucking blasted I would chug an entire thing of mixed drinks. I gambled like $300 away into a slot machine. And I was winning too because I had a positive mental attitude that I always win slot machine jackpots. I kept hitting the jackpot, but then I stayed in there and keep gambling because in my mind, like, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve anything. I'm just beating myself up, spiraling on a major downward spiral. Got in the car, shouldn't have drove home, but got home. So my mom came out to talk to me. I'm like, I'm fine. I still lived at home at this time. I took my credit card. I bid it, and I was like, fuck this. And I was like, you know what? Finally, whatever. And then I bought a session with Bianca at Create Your Future. And I'm like, I've been doing everything right. I'm hungover. I don't even know if I want her anymore. And like the next day, I was like very relaxed, detached. I said, I don't really care what happens. And she told me how to use being detached as a way to like, hey, you know what? And why not try to get her still? If you really want to try and not give up on it, do that. Because I felt bad because she really didn't know. Wait, did I say Bianca? I meant, I keep saying Bianca. Who did I coach with that Create Your Future, the Romanian girl? I forgot her name already. Hold on. Have I been saying Bianca this whole fucking time? All right, well, whatever. The Romanian girl who used to post on Wednesdays at Create Your Future. Somebody tell me her name if I got it wrong. It started with a B. It is Bianca, right? No, Bianca's the hot new girl that everybody wants to manifest. All right, whatever the point is. But anyway, so Nick, back to the point, I got really fucked up. I felt bad. The girl was really trying to help me out. And I was just, it is Bianca. And I was like, I just feel like shit. I don't know. And she kind of like talked me into just, well, let's try it a little bit further and revise and do all this stuff. 2-3 days later, I run into her friend at the gym. And I'm like, I got her a Christmas gift. She left me right before Christmas. I'm like, could you just give her these gifts? I still believe that I want to see her. And like, I'm kind of shaking because it was the first time I ever really talked to her friend one-on-one. Her friend's like, you're shaking. She goes, she's fucked up in the head. She's single now. I was like, but wait, I'm thinking like just a couple of days ago, she wasn't. She was posting stuff to try and get her other SP's attention and stuff. Or like, maybe it was maybe about a week, not a couple of days, maybe about a week. But within a week, all this stuff. And I was just kind of like going through the motion at that point. I wasn't just like in a high state. But anyway, her friend sets me up. We come up with this whole elaborate plan where she brings my SP to the bar where I was at and where I usually go. And SP recognized that as a bar I always went to. And she comes in and we hooked up rekindling and got her official. And it was a beautiful relationship for a couple months. And then that's when I started thinking I could do better. I'm not going to lie. I started talking to some other people because I was like, this time, in case she leaves and in case all this stuff is bullshit, I'm going to be prepared if she leaves again. Then I did a film, short film, that was actually a little thing, but I was focusing on this character. It wasn't even like a full film, but the character gets cheated on and stuff like that. And it was like based off what I felt, what she did before. And I was focusing a lot on that. I go through TikTok. That's why I say be careful on scrolling. And Andrew Tate's on there always like yelling about all these bitches cheating and stuff. And I was like, this is when he was like first popping up in the scene. And I was like, yeah, man, fuck her for all that. She doesn't deserve this respect. So I'm going through all this stuff, and then eventually it pops up back. So yeah, that's why you always got to guard your mind, be careful. But whole long story I'm telling you, and hopefully Nick is still here and didn't walk out on this, but the whole long story I told you is when you buckle down and you got everything going right, you might receive negative stuff or no movement, which I've received no movement before too. But guess what? There's always movement in the background, whether you can see it or not, especially when you use that as affirmation. Because I found out later, especially when I use the eavesdropping technique, which I'm going to drop the video on tomorrow, the eavesdropping technique, where I was picturing what was going on behind the scenes, all that stuff was parroted back to me to reveal that, okay, everything I imagined happening behind the scenes was happening behind the scenes. So I always imagine lovingly what's happening behind the scenes. And this is how I know that the stuff is real, how I just have faith in it. I know I doubt it too. Every day I go through the doubts and stuff, but I've seen so much of it that worked out. But it's like right before you give up, it's like that little picture with the guy mining for the diamonds and he's turned around, walks away, but the other guy is like keeps going. He's all excited and the diamonds are right there. That's what it is. It's like, don't give up. I don't believe it should take a year, but if it takes more than a year, is that what you're willing to do for this person? But I'm also going to say, too, don't give up your life where it's like, I'm just focused on my SP. Like we were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. Imagine your entire life and focus on the big picture of life that you want. So I'm saying it's not too late, and I don't think you have to wait another year. I think you could do it sooner. If you need to do like a video coaching like I did, like I said, I'm doing them for like 80 to $100 or whatever for whatever you could afford. I just figured my time would be somewhere worth in that range. And we'll talk for an hour and I'll keep you on a pep talk like that. Or if I try to do them on the lives, like I'm not pushing coaching. I don't want to do that. I believe you could do it without coaching. But for me, the coaching was beneficial when I did it with Bianca because it was like, it pushed me to, it helped keep my mind straight and straighten me out. So, and remind me that everything I was doing was correct. Sorry for that long answer. I hope that helped, Nick. And then, hold on, I see stuff about working out now. I'm going to watch out for 11:11. Yeah, I agree, Sean. How many push-ups should I start? 100. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing as Sean too. 100 push-ups is good. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and a 10K run. How far is 10K? 10K sounds kind of far. Is that 3 miles or so? But I agree with the 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. 10K is. I fucking hate running, but I'll do it. I mean, I run 5 miles. 10K is 5 miles, right? That's what I usually run. Do 100 body weight squat. Oh fuck, that's good, but I hate squats. Go, just watching this live. Yeah, do it while watching the live stream. Hell yeah. I can't even do 10. Hey, Dev, think about this. I couldn't even do 10 push-ups when I started because I was a little fat ass. And then when I started doing it, then I got myself up to being able to do 4 sets of 25 and get there. Then after I tore my pec, I couldn't even do 1 push-up. And I've rebuilt now where if you watch, like if you go to my TikTok and stuff or my Instagram, you can see I'm doing push-ups, clap push-ups again. I haven't tried it yet, but that's actually something I'm thinking about now. Let me do the weighted push-ups. And I'm doing bench press again. And all that from a torn chest. So as far as I know, you got a healthy body. So start with your 10. Do 10 sets of 10 or 20 sets of 5 or whatever you could do to get yourself to the 100. You don't have to do 100 in one sitting. You don't need any equipment. Our bodies have everything they need for resistance, work on flexibility, cardio. So yes, I agree with that too. I need to do more of that stretching and stuff. I don't really do it. Just do it. Just do it. Sean's right. Be like Nike logo. Devs, you talked about the Nike logo earlier. So just do it. Punch Man knows all. Now, no tomorrow. Tomorrow comes today. Exactly. Sean, you'd be very disappointed. It's been a couple of days since I've been to the gym and spiraling too. I mean, don't focus on time. Exactly. Bianca is the cute Spanish-looking girl. Christina is the sultry Romanian. Is her name Christina? I thought Bianca was Spanish, but she said she was Romanian. She is the little girl with the black hair who, like, she's got, like, the cute laugh, and she's, like... But then I thought the other girl is Bianca. I wish I had my other phone here right now. I want to look this up. Can I pause this and... Hold on. I'm going to find a way to... I'm going to drop down and look it up. I've had tons of small manifestations. I've done an entire year of coaching with Create Your Future with small movement here and there, but I felt crazy with how long it's been. So, Nick, I don't think it should take that long. If it is, maybe it's part of your bridge. I don't know the circumstances, but I don't think circumstances matter. I don't know what kind of blocks you have. I'm gonna look at your email again and send you back an email and tell you what I think you should do. And like I said, those emails, like if you send me an email, I'll send you one back, and then I do that all donation based. If you want to actually sit down and talk with me, that'd be $80 to $100. That's what I'm starting to do now with the coaching, just because there is a lot of people who have been asking now. There are people who have manifested their SP in 4 to 10 years. Yeah, I've heard about those stories too. You're welcome, Nick. I hope it helped. Hey, Amara, how you doing? I'm glad you could pop in and say hi. What you got going on tonight? Anything good? What's your manifestation of the day? And it's okay. How about 5 push-ups, 10 sets? Yeah, 5 push-ups, 10 sets works too, brother. Yeah, anything to get your body moving. All right, hold on. I hope this doesn't die. Still there? Okay, so I popped out and went to their website. Okay, her name was definitely Bianca, but she's not on their coaching website anymore, so she must not be with them anymore. And damn, looks like everybody's leaving. Hold on. I didn't end the chat. We were up to 15 people. I had to go check it, though, because it was bothering me. So I did coach with Bianca. That was the woman who seems Spanish, but she's not Spanish. She's actually Romanian. I coached with her, so it was Bianca. Bailey is the other one who's pretty hot, too, but I do like both. They're both cute. Man, this horny-ass channel over here talking about how hot all of them are. Yeah, she was like the Romanian girl. Damn, we lost all our views. Everything's working out in my favor. Hell yeah, Mari, I'm glad to hear it. Best just to start. Yes, best just to start for working out. So, all right. I guess I shouldn't have did that. We're up to 15 viewers. I popped back down to check all this. Did they delete her videos even? I don't think they deleted her videos because I think I could still find them, but I can't find her on the website. I would love to find a way to find her and contact her because I would love to bring her over here. I mean, I'm not doing a Create Your Future deal where other people are coaching on my channel, but just to at least like do an interview with her and tell her about that. Maybe I'll reach out to Create Your Futures and manifest that they tell me how I could contact her. Sorry, I went to Bianca the cutie. Yeah, so Bianca is the one. Yeah, I can't find her on their website, so she must be gone. I haven't seen her for a while. I thought about that like a month or two ago. I don't think she's been there. But somebody find her. Bring her to this channel. We'll start talking with her. It's funny because like they don't link nothing else. I guess it's good to keep it private. Maybe people get overloaded, but I don't know. I like to be. I've always been an open book of talking to people and telling everyone the truth about my life and everything. That's why I was admired about like Greg Plitt and Rich Piana, my favorite fitness icons. They would be like Rich Piana would always say, "Because I'm open fucking book. I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear." Yes, bring her over. It's nice to see someone with my personality as a manifesting coach. Hope she comes back. Yeah, I hope she does too. If not, we'll find her. I just don't know how we will. We'll manifest a way to find her. Maybe she'll fucking run across this little ass channel and be like, man, this channel with all these horny dudes talking about manifesting me, I'm gonna go take a look at this. I'll reach out. Wow, she's the other person in the live. Oh, you know what? I should reach out to Tone from Simply Manifesting because he's got over 100,000 subscribers. He probably knows more contacts in the industry than me. I think she had mentioned her family was in Ukraine, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe she did. I'm not 100% sure. I do remember her saying she was Romanian and being shocked because I thought she was Spanish. We back. Wait, Mark, was I gone or something? Because I jumped off to go check the Create Your Future site and we had 15 viewers. I come back, we're down to 4. I was like, what the hell happened? So it must, if I leave the app, it's no longer doing it, but it had like the little like recording icon, so I thought that I was good. Oh, you're back. I thought maybe it popped me off when saying I wasn't on there. Yeah, so it was Bianca, which makes sense. I would have a crush on her, but Bailey's cute too. Create Your Future is like the hottest way to manifest. One video she apologized for war in the background. Oh, for real? I gotta go take a look back on the videos. That's crazy. Man, I don't know why I got a headache. I mean, I drank in Mexico, so it's not like I haven't been drinking. It may just be sitting out in the cold so long. I'm surprised. This is like, it says 92 minutes we've been going, and I've been not shutting up the whole time. Yeah, so Amari, that's something I was thinking about earlier too, and what we just talked about was like, do you need to hire a coach? I don't believe you do, like, because they all do give you everything you need to know. Same thing with me. I do tell you everything you need to know. I tell you everything about the stuff. The only reason I did hire someone was because I needed to talk to someone, I guess, and I believed it. And it was almost similar to that religious story where it's like, I can't remember the exact story, but if the blind guy touched Jesus's robe or something, that he would be cured. I can't remember the exact story, but then he was when he touched it. It was like you believe, like you idolize them so much or something that like, oh, I need to coach with this person. If you do, just by talking to them, all my problems will be solved. Like it's within a couple of days to a week after talking with Bianca, I had my SP, but I was going balls to the wall with my techniques before that. And then when I received any kind of notion, or I received a third party notification, I freaked the fuck out and then hired her. So yeah, the power of believing. Thank you, Amara. I tried, and I hope that it's helping out. But like I said, this is a very meaningful channel to me. That's why I promote, and I'm very open with you guys. I wasn't, when I first started this, I'm like, I don't know how this is going to be. I don't want to give out my comedy channel or my Instagram or anything like that. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to bring in weirdos or not. But then I just started manifesting. I really like all these people. They're all great. They're amazing. And I do check this channel first every day. I check my notifications and my emails from you guys every day now because you guys keep me positive and motivated. And I love all you guys. So that's why it's like I love coming on here and doing this channel. And I did share my Instagram with you guys, and I shared my comedy channel. Now even my vlog, I was like, they'll never know who my SP is. But now I share my SP. I showed you guys pictures of her and stuff like that. And we're on a vlog together. So I never thought that, but I do love you guys. So that's why As corny as it is. I never said I loved anyone until I met SP, and I never said I loved anyone again until I loved all you guys. Not to start rumors, she just kept talking around it, saying there were certain things that she couldn't say, but she was stuck where she was and manifesting. She was safe, but don't crucify. No one's gonna do that. Yeah, no, it's because it's weird because Create Your Future is like very professional and like a business and all that stuff. I mean, honestly, I hope she's all right. I thought that she did live in Romania. Romania is close to all that stuff. Because I could have swore she said I knew she said she was Romanian, but I don't know where she lived. So maybe she did live there. But I did not watch all her videos. I kind of picked up towards the end, and then she just stopped posting for a while. And then I was like, maybe I'm just missing them. But Ani is their golden child over there, and that's my crush. I am but just a little humble mystic manifester trying to manifest the golden goddess Ani. What I hate about being back in Chicago in the cold weather? Dandruff. I thought a shorter haircut would get rid of it. Nope. I'll let it grow long again. I should manifest that away because I used to always have the belief I'd never get it. And I started it. I have not heard of Sammy and Ava's beef. I thought Ava coached with Sammy for a while. No, Naya was the one who was one of her clients. Maybe Ava did too, but I love Ava. I actually like Sammy's good. Everybody loves her. I've never really watched her channel that much, but I didn't know they were beefing. Lately, I've only been watching Naya and Tom Kieran. And a new guy I found, I think his name was Law of Beliefs. Sorry, my nose is really stuffed. I had no idea they were beefing. I guess if they're beefing, I'll take Team Ava. I like Ava's was one of the people that put him that final push before I really got there. I used a lot of her methods. I haven't really used Sammy's. Ani is she is the money genie. I need her. Yeah, well, I love playing slot machines. And I used to get drunk and play the slot machines and be like, Ani manifest big wins, so I manifest big wins. And for a while, that's like right when I started doing it. And I would be buzzed and I'd be going like just a good buzz. If I got drunk, I would lose money, which is a belief too. But I was like, I had a nice buzz. I'm relaxed. It got me down. And it's like, she manifests big wins, so I get big wins. She manifests big wins, so I get, and it would be a thought that would circle in my head. But like, I'm God of my reality. I get whatever I want. Or what was the other one I'd say? One of the ones I like, I am one with the manifesting. The manifesting is me. It's like based off that one. The only Disney Star Wars I ever liked was, I don't even remember the name. The one with Jenner, but the blind guy goes, I am one with the Force is with me. I say, I'm one with God is with me, and I would be gambling, and I was hitting jackpots every time. People were like, how are you doing that? And I'm like, hey, but I never hit the super big ones like Ani does. She's a fucking top G of that. It just manifests Ani. I always thought about that too, but I'm like, I just, out of my own personal thing, I wouldn't because I'm like, she's gone through 8 years of stuff, and then she got to deal with my ass. I don't think so. I like Naya too. Naya was my other crush. And you know, it was funny because I think she was dating someone before the guy she keeps talking about now. I was like, I was picturing her single, and I was like, yeah. And then like a nice traditional Italian woman from Italy meets a nice Italian boy from America. It's a great story. It's like The Godfather. But I just won't let her start the car in Italy. Apollonia, no! Anyway, my lame, cheesy movie line. But no, Naya's cool as fuck. That was my other crush. Oh, shit, 20% battery. I thought about, I was like, yeah, for sure, I should manifest Naya. But then now I see she's with some guy that she really likes and stuff. Do I got a charger here? If I manifested a charger here, that'd be absolutely fucking amazing. And I did. Oh. That's crazy because I remember bringing this charger in after the last time I was over here like a week ago streaming. And I brought this in. I know I brought it in. But it's here so we could actually... That actually eliminates my way out too for how to end a stream. Oh, where's my battery? Oh, is this charger broken though? Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. What did everyone say? Dev is Don Juan. There we go. Okay, we're charging. Don Juan Johnson. Where's the coffee? Oh, it's right there. Wow, that's pretty amazing that there was even a charger here because I remember bringing that in. Oh. Guys, I'll rest for a second. So for the vlog stuff, I guess I'll do 15 to 20 to 30 minute little clips and break it into a couple. And I'm surprised actually. Well, no, I'm not surprised because everything I post goes viral. Everybody loves Nick. Everybody loves Lily. Not too much though, but they're going to try and compete with me because I'm top G and Lily loves me. Oh, that rhymes too. So I guess I'll do the vlogs like that. So after we finish this, actually, I think the lady who wanted coaching replied to me. I hope this doesn't stop the live. I'll talk to her in a little bit. She got back to me like 10 minutes ago. I'm trying to balance all this. So it's like maybe I'll do the hour of coaching with her, and then still have time to edit, post the shit with me and SP, and do a couple more promotions. Or maybe I don't even need to promote. Actually, like I paid for promotions on there. Didn't even have to because like 2 of the videos performed well on their own. Oh, yeah, I did. I finally started coaching Amari. So basically, what I've come up with now, since it's a smaller channel and I really just want people's success stories, if you send me an email with whatever you need to do, I will respond to the email, and then you could donate based on whatever, or you could not donate, whatever. It's just I do the email, and anything other than that, if you want to keep going back and forth with emails and more advice and stuff like that, or if it's not clear or whatever, I don't know, I would suggest doing the coaching call then. So I don't have to keep answering emails and stuff. And the coaching call will be 80 to $100, whatever's more affordable. I already know I should just call it 80 or 100, but it's like maybe if some people got extra cash and they don't mind and they really like what I said, you could give me the 100. And if you feel really fulfilled with it, or if it's not, I give you the opportunity. If it's shit, then just pay the 80. If it's pretty good and you like it, then 100. And it's like, I know other people who I've told about who aren't really manifesting people, I told them what my business model was. Like, well, I'm like, well, I don't want to charge because I feel bad because it's a small channel and stuff, but I do know how to do the stuff. I do know I could like motivate people and everything. And that's the point of the coach, is the coach is motivating you. So yeah, 60-minute Zoom call will be 80 to $100, whatever you feel is worth. And then responding to an email, you could donate whatever you feel is worth. That's kind of what I've come up with now. When the channel starts blowing up and getting bigger, then it'll probably be definitely 100 for a video call, and then like, I don't know, $10 or $5 or whatever just to respond to an email, because I could usually do those pretty quick and efficiently. Did all the meatheads leave the chat? No, I'm still here. You still got one. Yeah, I started in the beginning when it was free, and I started getting flooded with, well, like I said, the first thing is free. It's like, if you just send me an email, I'll send one back. If you don't want to donate, then just don't donate. But the thing is, I was getting flooded with it, and like, it stressed me the fuck out because I started reading all these negative stories. Some of them were paralleling mine. Then stuff when my SP started slipping up, and then all I see is like, then I would go on TikTok and you see all the negative stuff on TikTok. Women are cheaters, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Then you go look at your emails and you're trying to help everybody here. And then you see some people come back to you the next day. It didn't work. What happened? It's like you didn't give it time or anything, so I'm dealing with that. Then maybe the stuff is bullshit. And then stuff with my SP was falling apart. And then we almost had a breakup again. And so I stopped and pulled back. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to do it, it's got to be worth my time, and I have to be in the right frame of mind. So that's when I took a little break from the channel. I stepped back. We took some trips. I focused on doing stuff in the outer world with SP. I took a little break from social media and scrolling through bullshit, hypnotizing myself. Didn't answer any emails for pretty much all November. Then I came back now, and I'm like, okay, I know I could do this. A video chat is a little bit easier for me because we're sitting there, and if they're getting negative, I can snap them out of it right there live in person, and we could go back and forth, and then I'm going to be feeling motivated doing it. Hopefully, and it's like, at least anything, it's worth my time because I'm getting paid for it. And I don't mean it to sound like a dickhead, but it's like, I'm putting myself out there where I'm like, they say psychologists, a word that I can't say but no longer be on earth, which, because if you say it on YouTube, you get in trouble. But a lot of psychologists leave the planet because they get stressed out from hearing everybody else's stuff. And I understand manifesting is different, but it was stressing me out. So I felt bad, but I had to charge for like the Zoom calls. The other stuff I could reply pretty quick, but I can only answer so many of those emails at a time too, where without my mind getting too much tripped up. I try to be safe with myself on it, you know? Yeah, no, so you see what I'm saying, Dove? Yeah. I just got to, for my mental health and for the money. Because then eventually, like I said, if I make enough money doing coaching and stuff, then I could be sitting on live for hours every day and then helping, and that's more free information and stuff like that and chatting and entertainment. Then I could be doing the vlog and you guys could see more stuff with me and SP and seeing how it happens in real life, or just me going out life, seeing like all the results of it. And it's like, okay, you could escape the regular 9 to 5 and I'm giving back something of value and we're having fun doing it and all that stuff. So then the same thing would be, what do you call it? We'll we're all having fun and stuff like that, and you guys can laugh at the comedy video. So I'd have all day to create and to teach and stuff like that. And it's like, then when I do that, then the other channels will start making money too, and then I could possibly go back to just free coaching or something like that. Like that's the ultimate goal. But it's like if you got to do it now, make some cash. It's hard. I'm trying to like balance a regular 9 to 5, which is physical work too. So it's physically exhausting me, plus my workouts, then come here and try to run this channel and do this and the other ones, and also keep mental health strong. So it's kind of hard. I'm still here. I agree. It's time because, yeah, it could be. And there's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to do a lot of things right now. Oh, hi, Mark. I don't know if you were making the same joke, but the oh, hi, Mark reminds me of, what's that movie with the Tommy Wiseau? Oh, hi, Mark. Well, Meathead, Meathead needs to go for a run before I start my homework. You're going for a run, you Meathead? Yup, yup. How far are you going? Have a banana. Oh, I thought that was, who said something about a banana earlier? Was that Amari? It said, no, it wasn't Amari said it. Who said it earlier? Said that you're a banana. I gotta look that up. I want to see who said a banana. Oh, it was her. She was calling people banana. I think. Yeah, it was earlier. Her. She goes, "Oh, that dude's a banana." Well, if you're out of here, it's good to see you. Yup, yup. The coffee supply is running dangerously low, and the cold is setting in. Maybe I'll hydrate. Drink this bottle of water too. I'm gonna drink the bottle of water and show you guys how I'm gonna compete with Badlands Chugs, if you know who he is. One bottle of water. Badlands Chugs. I didn't make it. I'm trying to be entertaining while we wait. What else has anyone else got going on? How many of you guys subscribe to the vlog already? That's like my main project that I'm like stressing the fuck out about. Because at least the fame from that will keep SP interested. At least that's a belief I have. Worst case on that too is if I decide to manifest SP away or whatever, or let nature take its course with SP. I'll change it, do like a breakup video, and then change the. I'm visualizing all this already, like it's gonna happen, but then change the name to Nick's Adventures, and I'll go around meeting all the subscribers and adventuring wherever they live. Now it's empty. Have the banana before your run. Yep, yep. Put the potassium in your legs. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Seems like everything's dying down. Does anyone got any manifesting questions, comments, concerns? Does anybody got anything to say? Have you guys been enjoying the vlog channel? If you're subscribed, let me know if you have. Drop it down below in the comments if you guys subscribe to it and are enjoying the vlog that I put together and you think it's a good idea for me to vlog and do this at the same time so you guys see live SP interaction and critiquing and grading of what I've done over here. I think it's a good idea, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you. Yep, yep. I agree. It's just more relaxed. Thank you, Mark. We're going to keep positive for you, too. Have a great night. If the affirmations and scripting help you, Amara, I would say to do them. If not, if you could feel like you could just jump right into the state of having already, like having inner conversations with your SP all day and feeling good, like, oh yeah, I'm going to sleep with them every night, and you're less relaxing. And it's like you're watching TV and it's like, oh, my SP would love this. If you could get into that state now, do that. That's definitely the better state, in my opinion. Worst case, try it out for a couple weeks. If it don't work, then go back to doing what you were doing. Hey, Kay, what's up? How you doing? Well, good morning to you. I forgot it's morning for you. It's nighttime for us. It's snowy outside. That sucks. Luckily, there's no snow over here yet. What do you feel would be the minimum? What do you feel would be the maximum time you'd want to try all this? As you know, this can be mentally draining again. So, what would be reasonable time to expect some sort of permanent result? Tim, if you're talking about in my case, I'm mentally drained out now. Like Joe Dispenza says, he doesn't put work into relationships unless they come naturally. I've been starting to adopt more of that. I'm kind of now at the point where I don't really care if it ends or not, which is a form of detachment. But I do have love for her, and no matter how it shakes out, I'm always going to have love for her because she's a big reason that I'm still on the planet, because I was not in the best frame of mind when I met her and felt I had failed at all manifesting, but realized I manifested her out of thin air. So there's always going to be love no matter how shitty she was and bad things she did. Like they say in the Bible, when Jesus said, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. And they say, I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater. And if we're gods of our own reality, we can forgive them for whatever bad stuff they did. I'm just not looking to put in any more effort like I did. Like, I haven't done the thing I did like the last time before this where I got her back. I was balls to the wall, every technique. I'm constantly in the state. Now it's just like I'm relaxed. I know she's in my reality. She's here for me. However it shakes out, I'm thankful for whatever happened. Because I'm seeing now, it's like, I'm 25, she's 40. I actually, today, for the first time, I ever creeped through her entire Instagram and looked how she used to look when she was younger. I was like, man, yeah, she was a lot better looking back then, and I would have liked to know her back then, too. But it's like, she's lived a life. Someone told me she's lived a long life, and we talked about body counts earlier, and still something that fucking sits in my head. But I'll still always be grateful for her, always have love for her. And however it shakes out, it shakes out. Because right now, I'm being honest with you guys, it's like, I'll manifest, I'll do the techniques, I visualize her saying I love you and stuff. And when you do that stuff, it's obviously it has to shake out in reality. But then I waver and go back and forth where I really don't care. And I'm doing the not caring, not in a detachment sense, in a way of kind of like going away and, to be honest, at where I'm at this point. But I do know all these methods and stuff work. But it does get draining. And for the maximum amount of time that I'd put into this, if you're asking for my case, Tim, it's going to be up to the new year. At the end of the new year, it's like, well, at that point, I see where we are. manifesting, but I'm putting myself on the time crunch. You could obviously wait longer, but I'm not trying to do this for years and all that stuff. I'm looking for her to do some kind of amazing feat, which seems unrealistic and unbelievable, but so did getting rid of a third party, so did getting her back, getting unblocked, all that stuff. So I'm expecting a miracle. But that's where we are. How are you guys doing? What do you think about multiple affirmations? After experimenting, I found that 1 or 2 affirmations are the limit. Any more, and then a distraction happens. Well, for me, Kay, if you've been watching the channel for a while, which I believe you have, I'm not super big on affirmations, but I will do them. I always usually stick to like 1 to 5 at the most, but like it's like 1 to 2 or 3 will really be like the ones I'm hitting for a while. Then I feel like some other ones I'll switch them up here and there. But yeah, you don't need a shitload. Like I have a list of them in my book, and some days when I'm real desperate, it's like I'll pull up the list, boom, 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 go through them all, and then see what happens. You're popular now and have viewers all over the world. Yeah, that's true. I do. I'm living in the end of that, but it also is true now in the way where we've got people all over the world, and like I said, even if I'm still keeping that vlog going with SP, but worst case, I'm saying if I choose to manifest her away or something, or let her go or whatever happens there, I'll change it to Nick's Adventures. It's gonna be me traveling around, meeting all the subscribers and stuff, and we'll bridge the 2 channels. Damn, that was humbling and sobering. Your SP is lucky. Yeah, she's more lucky than she realizes. Are you open to 3D advice? Check out Corey Wayne and How to Be a 3% Man. I find it would be more than valuable for you, guaranteed. Yeah, I've heard of Corey Wayne. He pops up on my stuff all the time, but I've never been big on the dating coaches and dating stuff like that. I always appealed, like that manifesting stuff always appealed. The manifesting stuff always appealed to me more. What do you call it? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The manifesting realm always appealed to me more than like the dating coaches, because it's almost like you're playing games and stuff like that. Because I already know how to play all the games and stuff, and it's like I just choose not to. I want to be myself, and I'd love to see even someone who's not like that miraculously turn into someone who they're not and fit there. I prefer to believe in miracles and stuff of life, but I don't. For me, it's like I'm adopting more of the method of, if I have to do all this crazy stuff to like manifest, not saying that all this is crazy or wrong or not working, but if I have to do all this effort to change my self-concept and view of that person and all that stuff, I'm kind of like at that point where I've got her back 6 times, and the 6th time I wasn't even trying. It was just almost something I did as a joke for the channel, or it's like the humor of the channel to see, oh yeah, you could get her back fast and break out of the friend zone into the friends with benefits zone. And then I'm sure now if I stuck out enough, we would be in a relationship. But it's like after everything I've been through, it's like, yeah, I agree that all is mind, all is happened in mind. But at the same time, too, here's where my whole thing comes from. There's still an old story that happened that I don't like. There are still things that were said and done that I don't like. And I know there's revision. And revision will change the 3D. Like I said, one of the things she honestly doesn't even remember. She's legitimately confused when I bring it up, almost like it's as if it's been expunged. But the problem is it's still in my head and it still bothers me. So I do know in the long term, for my own personal, in my heart, subconscious, it won't be lasting for a lifetime. And at the moment, I'm very thankful and loving and happy that I've had I started out as a hookup. 3 months in, I fell for her. Then she obviously developed some kind of feelings, and we've been through a whole rough patch. We've been through a lot, have a lot of memories. I'm thankful for all that, and we'll probably stay in touch. But, men and women, in my opinion, can't be friends, because I'll always try to turn it into a relationship with her if we start hooking up again. And she'll do whatever she does. So those are all assumptions. This is negative. This is all real 3D world stuff. But that's all the stuff that bothers me. I do believe in manifesting and miracles, and I've seen it change. I've seen her personality change and all that stuff. But I'm at the point where it's like, even if she did, do I still want her? That's the hard part for me. But I feel like if I do let her go and not be with her anymore, even if it's for my own personal reasons, that I would have let the channel down. That's been my biggest concern. It's like, I don't want to let you guys down. But for my own personal happiness, it's like I might be happier if I let it go. But we started the vlog together, and she's been hot and cold this week after we got back from our trip. But I rewatched the vlog, I'm editing the videos, and I see the loving relationship there too. So it's like, I understand it is all, like I said, like I've been saying the whole time, whatever you imagine and think about, wherever your thoughts dwell, that's where everything goes. But I think going back to a main point that I made a while back, if you're confused and don't really know what you want, there's a big delay on your manifestations. When I knew exactly I wanted a committed relationship with her acting a certain way and only being loyal to me, that came into fruition and happened. Then when I was just picturing her back in my reality, she came back and just wanted to be friends. Then I did remote seduction and we started having sex, so it became friends with benefits. Then I was picturing a relationship but without a title and doing fun stuff, and we started traveling, and that's what it was. So it has progressed each time, and now it's like, I feel the next logical step is full-on relationship. But I think what my block is maybe I don't truly desire it for myself, because I do get that feeling at times. Not to get all depressing and negative and stuff. I know we're trying to be positive and building up, and I do want all you guys to check out our vlog and stuff like that, and I appreciate it, all you guys doing that, because I do have fun with that. And like I said, if that takes off, I could focus more time on this, because once a month we'll take a trip, we'll film it, and I'll spend the week editing it and stuff, posting it. Then you guys get to see our fun adventures and cool things that we did, and you could see, like I said, how I reacted. You can see where I react. You could see, because even a couple of the little shorts I have up now, you could see me reacting. One of them in particular stands out. You could see me reacting to something she said in an innocent way, but it triggered me because it reminded me of bad negative stuff from the 3D. It's getting cold. My chest is like tingling. Oh, hey, Christina. I actually just saw your email pop up while we're sitting here. I'm going to get back to you. It's, I don't know what time it is, Chicago time. It's kind of late, but if you want to do the session tonight, we'll do the session tonight. I'll stay up. I think you said you were in California from what I saw in the little quick message that popped down. So I think you guys are 2 hours ahead of us. Well, I'm in Chicago. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, it's hard. But trying to do what's right. Maybe the best move is to not manifest her back, 'cause that's where we get into the free will stuff too. But I'm kind of all over. I'm going to wait to see if Christina replies here, or hopefully she's still in the chat. If she is, I believe this is the Christina that was going to do a session with me tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully I didn't scare her off with my own personal thing of what I'm doing in mine. If she wants to I don't know what she was trying to, I think she was trying to manifest back in SP. If I remember correctly, this was the client who wanted SP. So Christina, if you're still here, let me know if you want to do this session. For me, what I do is looking for my own personal goal, like what I'm going to do. And it's like, I don't even know if, this is the thing where I want a lot of you guys to get to too. It's like, you could find happiness in your life without the SP too. It's like, but you feel like, I think we all can, I know we all can, but we feel some kind of draw to that particular person, and we can manifest them back. And like I said, it's been since August where it's like boom, 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 boom. Like every month it's like made so much progress closer. And then when I formed an attachment and got kind of like pushing towards it and tried to react to the 3D and get what I want now, it's pushed things down to the point where this. And then as soon as like I'm at the point now, it's like any kind of resistance, I'm done. I've manifested you back 5 times. After the 5th time I was done. I almost didn't even manifest her back the 5th time. That was pretty much my whole coaching call when I was coached by someone, was telling me, is it worth it? I don't know if anyone's got anything to talk about or anything. Otherwise, I might jump off. It's getting cold. My shitty pec is like shaking. The other pec's starting to shake. Fingertips are cold. Christina's here. I'm going to talk to her in a couple minutes, and then I'm going to finish editing that video. And I'd appreciate it if you guys would check out the vlogs and stuff like that. I do want to see like where that goes. Like I said, traveling the world with this SP would be cool. But on TikTok, Life of Lily and Nick, all underscores between each word. And Lily and Nick on YouTube. So I'd appreciate it if you guys checked all that out. But We are where we are. As the Mummy once said in a Flex Entertainment video, which is my other channel, as the Mummy once said, we are where we are. It is what it is. Perhaps it's the end of the video. It's a good way to end it. All right. If we don't got no more questions, comments, concerns, I appreciate all you guys. I love all you guys. I think I'm going to hop off. I don't think Christina's here. She probably maybe got scared off by my negativity of my own situation. Thank you, Amara. Great to see you again. I'll probably be on again. I'm going to try and start putting up the warning like 2 hours before, or if I do an impromptu one. I'm going to try and do one in the morning too. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'll do one in the morning. Do that one on the laptop so I can edit on my phone, and maybe it'll just be you guys sitting there listening to me ramble. Actually, the Flex Entertainment page on YouTube finally hit over 100, which means I can go live on there if you just want to talk about funny, goofy stuff other than manifesting. Anyway, yeah, I do appreciate all you guys. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.